And he thinks that he should be a left-hander. That's the way he acts. A little off base.
Fastball. Nicely done. That's what the leadoff man's got to do. Take some pitches. Make him throw that fastball over the plate. He would not. And Hairston said, all right, I'll get on base. I'll take it. And he hits the walk here to lead it off in the first. You should explain that.
Yeah,
because it came out.
Yeah, I know.
It came out. Dempster is kooky.
He's Canadian.
He's a Canadian.
Yeah. he used to think that because of the exchange rate, Canadian right-handers were like American left-handers, a little off-center.
I see.
That just kind of gives you an insight as to how he thinks out there or doesn't think.
He's a very colorful guy. He's a great interview, too.
Yes.
Eckstein. Fastball in there for a strike.
He is not kooky or Canadian. Well, he is Canadian, but he's not a kooky Canadian. Let's put it to you that way.
Thank you. Thank you very much. A. Fox at first, Miles at second. Terrio the shortstop, and Fontenot at third. The Cub infield for Mr. Pinella. Fastball on the inside corner for a strike. Ahead 0-2. Robinette in left. Johnson, a free agent signing a season ago, in center. And Deeds is in right. These are not your father's Cubs or your cousins or your brothers, because this is not the particular team that's actually favored to win the Central again. Those guys ain't playing. But they'll be here. 1-2 and sort of first. Not close. Blue tops, the Cubs. Blue tops. Over the white pants for the home team today, the San Diego Padres. Fox holds on against Hairston. Next time we'll send one right to Glenn Hoffman. Nice hands, Hoppy. Way to go, kid. The fan dropped it, but you didn't.
It stayed in the field of play.
Hoppy was a top pick there, first round of the Red Sox.
He's got the moves.
Yeah, nice career. They didn't make the big bucks back then, but Glenn, what are you going to do? It was your time. The 0-2 pitch on the way, high. That was a great line by Buck O'Neill, the late great Negro League player, then coach and manager, and of course the first African-American coach of all time with these Cubs, who died a year or so ago. When they asked about the fact that, boy, if you came later, you would have gotten the majors, you would have made more money. And he said, nah, it was what it was. I was right on top. I was where God wanted me to be and where I was supposed to be. And then when he wrote his book, after he became incredibly famous because of Ken Burns' series on baseball on PBS, that was the name of the book. I was right on time. Right on time. One of the greatest men I ever had the honor of meeting. 1-2 pitch, up and in, 2-2.
A lot of the young Cubs that came up at that point, like Billy Williams and Ernie Banks, really credit him with helping them out to acclimate themselves with the big leagues and to know what it was like to be a big leaguer.
Yeah, man. John Buck O'Neill. There goes Hairston. There's a broken back ground ball foul. Again, second one handled by Glenn Hoffman just beyond the third base box. Coaching.
This is what Eckstein brings to the table, too. A pesky hitter. One of those guys, if he's on the other team, you hate him because he makes your pitcher throw about 15 extra pitches per at bat, it seems. But he'll get the bat on the ball 9 times out of 10. And he's a good hit and run guy, as we just saw there.
Get a new bat. David does. Boy, out there, you can only see actual green at one patch by the batter's eye on the grassy knoll beyond the outfield fence and wall. The rest is just like a Sunday in the summer at Jones Beach in New York. Packed. 2-2. Slow ground ball off the end of the bat. Second baseman to charge. Miles will leave it on the ground and the grass. And on safe on the error is David Eckstein. Down to second base goes Hairston. I thought that Miles was looking to try to... He knew he couldn't get two with his slow roller, but he thought he'd probably get the lead guy. And I think he looked at that lead guy, and then as he did that, the ball was still on the ground.
That was the old swing and bunt, and Ryan Dempster also a little bit late getting over toward the bag at first base as well. Something that will not be lost on his pitching coach when they do their little PFP drills tomorrow. Pitching fielding practice.
PFP?
So the pitchers just love those, especially in spring training.
Yeah, over and over and over. Chase Headley in the 3 spot. He did that last year at times. Dempster delivers. That's on the outside corner. Good tailing fastball. Strike one. Big crowd. Big crowd. It'll be by far the biggest the Padres have played in front of, whether here or at the other parks. Which has been Goodyear, the Cleveland Indians, Kansas City, and surprise yesterday. 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Another fastball. Didn't catch up with it. 0-2.
I wonder if the Dodgers and the White Sox got their field finished.
Good question.
If the scoreboard's in.
He'll play Chase, a switch hitter from the left side, to pull, but not much. He gets fisted on this fastball. They will try for 2. Miles at second to Terrio. Bouncing ball gets past Fox. And coming on to score is Hairston on the throwing error. 1-0. Padres. So the Cub defense has not been good. And it was among the things they did, which was way up there in batting and way up there in pitching. But their defense was in the middle of the pack statistically last year in the National League. So that'll be the second error on the throwing error there by Terrio, scoring Hairston. Eckstein to second. Here's Kyle Blanks. Pitched by Dempster. Is outside, ball 1.
Well, good situational hitting, too, by Chase Headley. You want a guy to pull the ball with runners at first and second like that. Put some pressure on the defense, and it allowed Scott Harrison to come around and score on the air.
Here's Blanks. Big swing and foul back. The Padres award as the minor league player of the year last year. That award was presented to him at the awards banquet a month or so ago. Big fella.
Yes.
Hey, big fella. Out there dead straight away on him. Pitch, foul back. Dempster ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. One nothing Padres. Defenses have been pretty solid. Pitching has been pretty good. Base running was horrendous only in Game 1 here on Thursday against the Mariners. But now a couple of errors by the Cubs in the first. 1-2 on the way. High fly ball. Breezy was not going to help that. That'll be in center field where Johnson is lined up and makes the grab in medium depth left center field. Next time back to second. Flank the second out in the bottom of the first. Here's Will Manable. And Bender needs to make up his mind. Cold beer, cold water. Well, which is it?
He's got them both.
Oh, I see.
He's multitasking.
I didn't know what was going on here.
Times are tough. You know, they're consolidating here with the vendors, too. You got to sell 2 things.
Where's Venable? There's the slider for the first time that I could see from Dempster in there for a strike call. Eckstein again was the one who was forced. That's Headley at second base. Just to correct that. Venable will take the fastball low. 1-1. Ryan Dempster. He was a starter. He was a closer. He's a starter now. He'll take that slider delivering outside. And 2-1 to Venable.
I noticed both starting pitchers have kind of peered in toward the home plate umpire, David Rackley, one of the minor league guys that is here working spring training. Not settled with his strike zone yet.
Dempster from Gibson's, British Columbia. He'll have his 32nd birthday during the season in May. Fouled out of play down the left field side in May is usually when the Padres are in Chicago, as they were for a 4-game series last year where they lost 3 out of 4. Then the Cubs came in to Petco and won 2 out of 3. So clearly they're a much better team they were last year. They are this year. There's no surprise there, no mystery. And they dominated the Padres. First of the 2 meetings between these guys in the spring, if you're interested. March 20 in Mesa against the Cubbies. Fast out outside, just missing. Yeah, the incredibly shrinking and small strike zone. And Dempster just kind of walking around, talking to himself, saying, come on, man.
And it's moving from side to side and up and down.
Yeah, I'm supposed to get those calls. You know, I'm not a rookie. Plays. A run home here. A couple of errors. Runner at second, 2 gone. That's Headley, as noted. The left-hand hitting Will Venable. Runner moving. 3-2 pitch on the way. In the air to deep center field. Hit it well. Venable. Long run for Johnson. He will go back to the left center field wall. That ball will just keep on going and keep on going. And that ball is going to be a double off the wall. Actually, it'll be bouncing by the base of the wall and go over for a ground rule double. But that's okay, because Headley's on to score, and the Padres have a 2-0 lead. That ball fool you. I didn't think it was going that far.
It fooled Reed Johnson, too. He all of a sudden had to really put the afterburners on to try to get that one, and it hit the track out there in left center field and bounded high over the wall. Difficult to see where that actual wall, the wall starts because of all the people that are out there and all the white shirts out there.
I don't know if Johnson saw the ball, but I never did when I got out to him in that area. Dempster set, pitch. Slider swung on a miss by the third baseman, Travis Tinker.
That's the difference, too. Dempster not getting that call on 3-2, and he had to make an extra pitch, and Venable made him pay.
Oh, yeah, it just changes things. Like his defense has changed things here with 2 errors, or he'd be in the dugout a long time ago. Line drive, third base, and that's a base hit past Fontenot. Easily, Hoppy will bring home Venable. He will score. How about them Padres? A 3-0 lead in the first against the Chicago Cubs. Denker, RBI single. Second hit of the inning. Third run of the inning. Hey, maybe they can play 8.5 instead of these 10-inning
games, yeah.
Come on.
Denker, good swing on that ball. And it was a rocket over toward third base where Fondo had no chance. Already a meeting on the mound with Larry Rothschild, pitching coach for the Cubs.
So they're talking. They used Aaron Heilman, who they got after the Mets had traded him to Seattle during the offseason. And Heilman pitched a couple of innings, pitched very well in Mesa yesterday against the White Sox, where they had a 7-run inning late and blew it open, and the Cubs won 13-0.
How happy do you think he is to be out of New York, Aaron Heilman?
Yeah, that's fine, but you better do well, or the Cubs fans will make your life miserable, too, as the Mets fans hated Heilman. Oh, he was the poster child for the bad bullpen.
He would get up in the bullpen and start warming up, and they'd start booing.
Oh, that's not an exaggeration. Hundley taking inside, ball 1. Fox will hold on against Denker. Dempster's pitch, and he's getting plenty of work here in the first. It's in there for a strike. $3-0 Padres. Off the end of the bat, into the shallow area of right field, and actually to second base, where Miles is coming over from second. At the edge of the grass and shading toward the right field line, he'll make the grab, and finally Dempster, whose defense let him down big time, as he probably thinks did the umpire at home plate. 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors, 1 left. 1 inning gone. Exhibition baseball on a beautiful Sunday in the Cactus League in Arizona. Padres 3, the Cubs nothing. Double X 1090. San Diego Padres Radio Network.
It's time to build Mexico the right way. It's time to stimulate the economy by generating new jobs through public works programs. Lopez Obrador will make sure this happens for citizens of Mexico. Fortunately, many families have stepped up to help, but Mexico needs more. Mexico must be saved. Get on board with the Conversion Party to make it happen. A message for the citizens of Mexico brought to you by the IFE.
Hi, this is Scott Jones, head of the Ace Parking family. My father started this company nearly 60 years ago. Today we manage over 500 parking locations in the western United States.
Hi, this is Keith Jones, the 3rd generation of the Ace Parking family. San Diego companies trust us to manage their parking facilities because we deliver the best parking experience possible.
You know, whether we're providing you with one parking space or managing your parking facility, one thing's for sure, we're Ace and we're passionate about parking.
The weather may be getting cooler, but Luxor Las Vegas is just heating up. Join us at our new restaurants and nightclubs for dancing at LAX, tempting steak and seafood at Tenda, and European-style lounging at Cat House. And see Chris Angel Believe, a show woven together by the distinct imaginations of Chris Angel and Cirque du Soleil. So this season, warm up in the light of a whole new Luxor. For reservations or more information, visit Luxor.com.
For years, you've counted on GTM stores. And now in these tough economic times, GTM makes even more sense. Name brand merchandise at savings of up to 70%. GTM in Santee and Lemon Grove. And at GTMstores.com for weekly specials, coupons, and directions.
This is Padres Baseball on Double X 1090.
Fox will lead off. Jake will deliver to him. Low, ball one. About top of the second. And a 3-0 Padre lead. 3 unearned runs thanks to the bad defense behind Ryan Dempster. Jake winds and deals. He comes high. The Aladaman. 2-0. He'll fly out today from the beautiful Sky Harbor Airport. Nice construction.
Yeah. Beautiful this time of year.
Very crowded. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss right through the pass ball. 2-1. And they've got that light rail system that they're putting in so downtown by the ballpark here for the Diamondbacks is torn up. And then the same thing's going on at the airport there with like a several 4 or 5 year construction for the tram or whatever it's going to be called, the rail system between the different terminals. It's hard to get around this time of the month, this time of the year. What are you going to do? In there, strike. Jake 2-2. Fontenot on deck, and then Deeds. And the slider by Jake is outside. 3-2.
And every flight has been packed, whether it be 6 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock at night.
And that's just some Cub fans. You see the rest of the people on the plane that don't have the blue shirt and the Cub hat. And 3-2 in the air, right side. Eckstein going on back. He's got a tough angle. Will take him toward the line at about 20 feet on the grass. And the Padre new second baseman makes the grab.
Number 81, third baseman Mike Fontenot.
Here's Mike Fontenot.
Hey, fans, pick up a Padres Flex 13 plan. Choose the 13 games you want in select seating categories and save with season ticket prices. Choose 7 weekend games and 6 weekday games, including opening day. Plans start as low as $169. Call this number, 619-795-5500.
So the veteran minor leaguer, Fox of the Cubs system, is gone. And Mike Fontenot takes outside for ball one. 3-0. Padres. The Louisianan Fontenot ground ball to second base. The Californian David Eckstein on a cutout, as in the dirt cutout. Over to Kyle Blanks, moving to his left. 2 gone. Hey, Jake, you're looking good, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. He's going to have his first start for the WBC against, don't tell me, the Blue Jays. Not against the Blue Jays. What are we talking about? In Toronto. Obviously not against the Blue Jays. In Toronto on March 7th. The heck was I thinking? He'll wind and deal here. His slider is high, ball one. To Doug Deeds, a left-handed batter.
That is where the Blue Jays play, though, so, you know, it just makes sense.
That semi almost makes sense, sure. Doug Deeds takes one. That's called a ball. Rookie. 2-0.
Gonna be a long day.
Ooh. Wind up by Jake. 2-0 on the outside corner for a strike. 2-1. Deeds from the Minnesota Twins. Got him last April. Craig Monroe deal with the Twins. Not a biggie. All to Double-A last year. In that system, swing and a miss. Good pitch by Jake. Lots of movement. 2 out, nobody on with a 3-0 Padre lead in the second. Light breeze blowing out right to left. I say light, around 10 or so. 2-2 off the end of the bat, popped up. Going on back, Luis Rodriguez. Looking for it, backpedaling. He'll be called off by the left fielder. That's Chase Headley. That's the catch by Chase, and that's the second inning. Jaco had singled out in the opening charity game on Wednesday. In this outing, he has given up just the lead single to Terrio in the first. Double play took care of that on a 1-2-3 second. Jake is looking like midseason tie form to the bottom of the second inning in Peoria. 3-0 Padres. Double X 1090, the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Christina on the Sequan Entertainment Network, and I'm inviting you to San Diego's favorite vacation getaway, Sequan Casino. Right now, it's madness here, Mardi Gras madness, and it's your chance to win a share of $300,000 in cash and prizes.
It's Mardi Gras madness every Tuesday night at Sequan. Now through March 3rd, you could win up to $25,000 instantly or a Saturn Sky convertible. Club Sequan members get a free daily entry just for showing up. Earn additional entries using your Club Saquon card, playing your favorite slots, table games, and bingo. Your Club Saquon card is your passport to all the fun. Every Tuesday at 7, 8, and 9 p.m., 9 lucky Club Saquon members get a shot at the big money or a Saturn Sky convertible. Over $300,000 in cash and prizes. Don't miss it.
Join the Mardi Gras Madness now through March 3rd at Sequan Casino, San Diego's staycation getaway.
Must be 18 or older to enter the casino, restaurants, and theater.
Celebrate 40 years of Padres baseball.
The Padres win it. Their Major League debut 2-1. It's gone! Home run derby! And there will be tomorrow! Number 3,000 for 20 years!
To celebrate 40 years, your Padres are making your Petco Park experience better and more affordable than ever. Single game tickets from just $5 go on sale Saturday, March 7th at 9 a.m. Experience fun, affordable entertainment. Experience Padres baseball.
Jim Rome.
Got a good show for you. Check that. Got a great show for you. Epic.
Jim Rome. Weekdays 9 to noon. Celebrating 40 years of Padres baseball. This is the home of the Padres. XX1090, XX1090.com.
Celebrating 40 years of Padres baseball. XX1090.
Luis Rodriguez will lead off in the bottom of the second. 8-9 leadoff batters for the boys and takes one for a strike from Ryan Dempster. Canadian, Venezuelan matched up here. Then Jake Peavy on deck. Scott Hairston to follow. Dempster winds and deals, delivering low on his slider. There was a time with his Florida Marlins days when they thought, in terms of rating by scouts and magazines and so forth, that he had the best slider in the National League. It hadn't gotten worse, I'll tell you that. 1-1. Fastball after the slider fouled down the left field line by the switch-hitting Rodriguez. From the left side, out of play.
The guy that kind of resurrected his career after Tommy John surgery. The Cubs took a chance on him, signing him to a minor league deal and then a guaranteed big league deal, and he became their closer. Saved quite a few ball games for him over the years.
Yeah, man. He's pulled, John Smoltz and Derek Lowe. Lots of wins and lots of saves. That ain't easy. They've done it. Smoltz the best of them, historically in baseball history. Pitches outside, just outside. The even count to Rodriguez.
87 saves over most of 3 seasons.
And now Smoltz are a Boston Red Sox.
That's strange.
How odd. 2-2. Grounded ball foul to the right in the Padre dugout. On the first base side, a sea of blue. Fans wearing blue, Cub blue, Padre blue. The players obviously the same way. Both have dark blue tops. Obviously the Cubs is a lighter blue. Outfield straight up. 2-2 to Rodriguez. Down the left field line. Making him throw pitches. Doing a nice job. Fouling it out of play.
Luis did a real nice job filling in when Khalil Green went down last year right at the very end of July. Did a good job with the bat and showed a little something with the glove, too.
I got to be honest with you. Much better than the scouting report.
I agree.
Better than I expected.
I agree.
He did well. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Tailing fastball. Strike 3. One gone. First strikeout. Ryan Dempster in the second outing of the spring with them Cubs have had a 4-0 start. Ain't that something? Not that it matters, but hey, if you're going to play them, you might as well win them. They've had 3 games in, quote, home in Mesa and 1 on the road. Now they're their second one on the road, trying to go 5-0. They haven't done that since, I think, like 1995. Not like I said, that is a big statistical anomaly. You like that, huh?
I like that.
Anomaly.
Good word.
No idea what it means, but I've heard people say that. Peavy, line drive, grab by Dempster, right in his tracks. On the mound. Right at him, drew away.
Well, Jake's off the World Baseball Classic, and it also will return to Petco Park March 15th through the 19th. Your opportunity to watch some of the world's top talent. They'll battle it out in round 2. Visit WorldBaseballClassic.com to get your tickets. Baseball, spoken here.
3-0. My Padres in the second. Scott Hairston. And he was talking about the WBC. He'll play for Mexico. His mom was Mexican, and he will represent that country proudly in the WBC. He did not play and do that in the first classic, as it were. Interesting to call something a classic when it's first time out.
Exactly.
That's very optimistic, you know what I mean?
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, it's very good. And it turned out to really, I think, exceed expectations. Swing and a miss at the first one. Hairston got the lead walk. Scored the first Padre run of the 3, all unearned with a couple of Cub errors. If you just joined us now, and welcome, it's in there, strike. 0-2. Big crowd, big crowd. Cubs had 13,000 sold out in Mesa against the White Sox. Makes sense. Yesterday. 0-2 on the way, in the air, high to left field. Deep, but higher than deep, and Robnett is waiting. Robnett will make the catch, and that is Light TV in the second. 1-2-3. Dempster in the bottom of that inning. After 2 in Peoria, 3-0 Padres, XX 1090. And San Diego Padres Radio Network.
And in baseball news, Adrian Gonzalez went 4 for 4 today. You can't do better than that.
Well, Dave, actually, you can do better than that. It seems Padres fans will now be going 5 for 5 at every Padres home game.
Padres fans going 5 for 5?
That's right. They'll be going for the Padres 5 for 5 value deal.
5 for 5 value deal?
Check it out. A hot dog, a regular soda, popcorn, peanuts, and a cookie. All 5 for just $5.
Wow. The Padres 5 for 5 value deal. You can't do better than that.
Now at every Padres home game.
Tired of ATM fees? Imperial Capital Bank will cover your ATM fees, including those charged by other banks. Just open an account with them and receive an Imperial Capital Bank check card, and they will foot the bill. Use any domestic ATM, whether their ATM or not, and they'll refund the charge that same day. Log on to ImperialCapitalBank.com to learn more about this special offer and the other great bank products Imperial Capital Bank has to offer. Certain restrictions apply. International conversion fees are not waived. Member FDIC.
Standards of Excellence, known for outstanding appliances, decorative plumbing fixtures, and hardware on display in their showrooms, also has a clearance center in San Diego at 960 Sherman Street, just off Marina Boulevard, featuring top name brands at up to 70% off retail. Clearance items are discontinued, open box, closeout, or returns, but are in like-new condition. You can have the kitchen or bath of your dreams at a fraction of the price. Extended warranty, delivery, and installation services are also available. Please call 619-542-8222 for additional information and mention this ad.
Hi, I'm Ed Stone, president of Boot World. You'll find brands like Wolverine, Skechers, Caterpillar, Timberland Pro, Harley-Davidson, Doc Martens, Aussie Dog, and Uggs, all at prices you can afford. With 6 locations and BootWorld.com, Boot World is your steel-toe leader and home of Ugg.
You're listening to Padres Baseball on XX 1090.
Jake Peavy, the Richie Robnett fouls back. Fastball. That ball is moving up there. Jake is in the groove into a third inning after going to 1 inning and throwing only 10 pitches Wednesday in the first game, the so-called charity game against the Mariners. Now the slider's in there for a strike. Oh, Jake looks real sharp. 1-0 as in 0-2. Californian Robnett from Santa Monica. Ground ball, he got fisted on a great fastball. Terrific location. Eckstein busy at second. Grabbing, throwing on the Cobb Blanks. 1 away.
We're talking about the World Baseball Classic, and you kind of hope that some of the guys that participated in it the first time around maybe tweak their regimen a little bit, because there was a lot of guys that were complaining about arm problems, and Jake was one of those guys that suffered from some arm injuries right after the 2006 edition, so hopefully they've corrected that and figured out what they need to do in between starts.
So the former Oakland A, Robnett. Traded in that Michael Wirtz deal, former Cub reliever. Here's Paul Bacco, the veteran, the backup catcher, fouled on the first base side. Henry Blanco, a backup catcher for the Cubs, now, as you know, is a San Diego Padres, who homered in his first at-bat in the spring against the Mariners. Hundley will be the main guy, and, of course, they're real fine and okay with Giovanni Soto, the new main guy behind the plate for the Cubs. Pitches inside, really great location by Jake, foul back, a defensive kind of a swing, just to stay alive. Bacco, 1-2.
Henry Blanco gets a lot of the credit for helping Giovanni Soto along in his big league career.
Man, they got a good West Cub lineup. Is awesome. The 1-2 pitch, high fly ball, right field. I beg your pardon. Yeah, to right field, and that is Will Venable. Got a nice smooth jump. It's hard to see the ball here for everybody, and that ball jumps in the altitude, and nicely done Venable to go to his left and make the catch in deep right. 2 up, 2 down. Steve Clevenger, batting for Dempster. If Dempster had batted, he probably would have, even with nobody on, laid down a bunt. Man, he's a great bunter. Led the league in sacrifices last year with 19. Pretty impressive for a pitcher. Line to left, swinging first ball. They got no chance. No chance. The pinch hitter, Clevenger, the left-hander, hits out the opposite way, right to Headley. 1-2-3. Jake, after a lead single, he retires 8 consecutive Chicago Cubs. The boys ready. for the WBC and the season. To the bottom of the third. Padres 3, Cubs nothing. Teddy, Andy, Jerry with you. Double X 1090, the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Christina on the Saquon Entertainment Network, and I'm inviting you to San Diego's favorite vacation getaway, Saquon Casino. Right now, it's madness here, Mardi Gras madness, and it's your chance to win a share of $300,000 in cash and prizes.
It's Mardi Gras madness every Tuesday night at Saquon. Now through March 3rd, you could win up to $25,000 instantly or a Saturn Sky convertible. Club Saquon members get a free daily entry just for showing up. Earn additional entries using your Club Saquon card, playing your favorite slots, table games, and bingo. Your Club Saquon card is your passport to all the fun. Every Tuesday at 7, 8, and 9 p.m., 9 lucky Club Saquon members get a shot at the big money or a Saturn Sky convertible. Over $300,000 in cash and prizes. Don't miss it.
Join the Mardi Gras madness now through March 3rd at Saquon Casino, San Diego's staycation getaway.
Must be 18 or older to enter the casino, restaurants, and theater.
Hey, Padres fans, San Diego McDonald's restaurants are proud to sponsor the Steal a Meal contest during the 2009 season. One lucky fan per game could win a McDonald's $25 gift card and a pair of Padres tickets if a Padres player steals a base in the game. To enter, send a postcard to XX1090 with your name, address, email, and phone number and mark Steal a Meal contest. For more contest information, log on to XX1090.com and click on the McDonald's Steal a Meal logo. Brought to you by McDonald's and their new McCafe Espresso coffee. Indulge for less.
Since 1950, Sid's Carpet Barn has been San Diego's floor covering leader. Sid's has a vast selection of carpet, wood, ceramic, laminate, and vinyl with prices as low as 59 cents a foot. Come to Sid's Carpet Barn today.
This is Padres baseball on XX 1090, the home of the Padres.
New pitcher after the 2 for Ryan Dempster. That's Chad Fox. Delivering inside, ball 1. To David Eckstein. 2-3-4 batters for the Padres with the 3-0 lead. Headley on deck. Blanks to follow. Ground ball. It eats Terrio alive. Got to bobble it back to the grass. He'll never get Eckstein. And it's a one bouncer, and he'll be on at first base.
That was a good way to describe that because it really did just eat Terrio up. He had no chance. He had tried to get in front of it, and he did, and played it off his left hip.
You talk about your in-between do or die. He died. He didn't do. He got a tough error right there, third Cub error in 2+ innings. And here is Chase Headley, Tennessee boy. Knoxville, as it were. From the left side, a switch hitter, swinging first ball, lining down the left field line. Long run for Rob Nett into the corner, and can't even see it. He makes believe as in Deaconum that he's going to catch it. He doesn't even know where it is. It's foul.
He ran to the spot, but the ball was not there.
No. Nice deke.
I wonder what Chase thinks of the new coaching staff at Tennessee. Lane Kiffin, his dad, also there.
Mm-hmm.
Monty Kiffin.
Yeah.
Chase is a huge Volunteers fan.
What was the controversy? Was because Kiffin was bad-mouthing Florida on the recruiting or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he's attacked a couple of coaches. I think Mark Rick.
Mm-hmm. Georgia guy.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch to Headley. Toward the gap in left center field, once on the men. Rob Nett will be there, but it'll bounce in front of him for a base hit. I'm assuming he saw that. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. Headley on. 1 for 2. Got a base hit, though he did get on base in the first. Third hit off Cub pitching in Dempster's 2 innings. 2 hits, 3 runs, unearned. 1 walk, 1 strikeout in his second outing of the spring.
Kiffin's either really, really smart or really, really stupid for challenging 2 coaches that have played for national championships and won them.
Yeah, as in, hey, Lane, what have you won?
Yeah.
It's interesting that they have controversy when you first got there.
Yeah.
Must be the Raider thing. He hasn't gotten that Raider thing out of his system. Pitch inside. Ball 1. Because that news conference with Al Davis looking like he'd lost his mind with an overhead projector, a big presentation of showing this letter that Kiffin had written to him. And I'd never, and hopefully will never again see anything like it. Fastball. Blanks way out in front, way foul. Down the left field line.
Yeah, that got ugly in a hurry, didn't it?
Sometimes you have to update your logos and your slogans, you know what I mean? And this pride and poise and just win, baby, is just, it's old. It doesn't apply anymore. It's no longer operative, Al. Mm-hmm. Breaking ball outside. 2-1.
Should be more like just survive, as in head coaches that are going in and out the door there in Oakland.
Get some talent. win some games.
That could probably help, too.
3-0 for the Padres. Blank fly to center into first. Getting his second start at first for Adrian Gonzalez. Fooled on a good breaking ball by Fox. Could not hold on. 2-1. Nope, 2-2.
Blanks looks like he could play a little football as well.
Yeah.
Big human being.
Looks like he looks like Frank Thomas, but bigger.
Yeah.
You know, broader, wider. Eckstein at second. Headley at first. Slider. Check swing. It's outside. Count is full. See what the runners do. Buddy Black said it'll be PV. Today, along with LeBlanc, Justin Hampson, Burke, Lopez, Moreno. Fastball taken. Strike 3 call. Blanks was taking a walk. They're trying to load him up with nobody out instead. It's strike 3 call. It's first and second with 1 out.
Well, fans, here's your chance to preview your 2009 Padres Sunday, April 5th. All fans are invited to Petco Park for Padres Fan Day. Watch the Padres work out, get autographs, and check out the Padres annual garage sale. Padres Fan Day is a free event, so visit Padres.com for more details.
Will Venable RBI double for one of the 3 runs in the first. Fox's pitch, taking a short, big hop Terrio to Miles for 1 at second, and on to first base. That is the inning-ending double play. Padres had a chance to load him up, but a strike 3 took care of that, and then the double play at 4-6-3 will take care of the inning per se. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left after 3-0 Padres. Double X 1090, San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Celebrate 40 years of Padres baseball.
The Padres win it. Their Major League debut 2-1. It's gone! Home run derby, and there will be tomorrow. Number 3,000 for 20 years.
To celebrate 40 years, your Padres are making your Petco Park experience better and more affordable than ever. Single game tickets from just $5 go on sale Saturday, March 7th at 9 a.m. Experience fun, affordable entertainment. Experience Padres baseball.
This is Jake Peavy for Collins Family Jewelers. When I was looking for a fine Swiss watch, Baume & Mercier's Riviera was the perfect choice for me. At Collins, I bought with confidence when I purchased both my and my wife's Baume & Mercier watches. I knew I was getting a great Swiss timepiece as well as lifelong customer service. Visit Collins Family Jewelers today to shop for your own Swiss-made timepiece. You can also see them for complete watch repair and restoration services in their state-of-the-art in-house watch lab. They are centrally located between the 15 and 805 freeways and at collinsfamilyjewelers.com.
Thank you, BH Gold Insurance. Thank you. Not just for great advice to find me great discounts and complete coverage with the right insurance companies, but to put claims in and handle everything for me, doing all the heavy lifting and charging me nothing for this service. Ted Leitner for VH Gold Insurance, independent insurance agency working with the insurance companies, but working for you and for me. Voted in the top 6 in the nation a couple of years ago. Still better than ever. And not charging? Right. BH Gold at 1-800-421-GOLD.
BH Gold. At 1-800-APPLIANCE, service calls are only $20 and free with any repair. We pride ourselves on fast, same-day service and a 2-hour service call window. Call 1-800-APPLIANCE.
Appliance experts will rescue you. Call 1-800-APPLIANCE. Ooh.
Now back to Padres baseball on Double X 1090, the home of the Padres.
Wade LeBlanc, the new pitcher for the Padres, as advertised. Coming out after 2 absolutely dominating innings by Jake Peavy. 3 innings, 1 hit. A lead single, then he retired 8 consecutive batters. No walks, no strikeouts. LeBlanc will face the top of the order in the 4th with that 3-0 Padre lead. With that lead and in this game, here's Andy Mazer.
All right, Ted, thanks very much. Ryan Terrio set to lead it off. Terrio reached on a single at the only hit off of Jake Peavy. Wade LeBlanc's first pitch, fastball inside, ball 1. LeBlanc, one of many young Padres last year to make their big league debut. And the unfortunate thing for Wade LeBlanc last year is he faced the Dodgers 3 times in September. The Dodgers were red hot. Here's the 1-0 pitch inside corner, strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, to hear it now. Manny, MVP.
Exactly. And that loudspeaker system at Dodger Stadium. Now the 1-1 by Wade LeBlanc. And Terrio shortened to buck, takes it low and away. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. LeBlanc put together a pretty good season in AAA. 25 starts, went 11-9. ERA a little bit higher than he'd probably like at 5.32. Here's the 2-1. Terrio lifts it in the air, shallow right field. Venable camping under this one, and the high sky in Arizona. He'll pull that one in for out number 1.
Number 7, second baseman Aaron Miles.
And that'll bring up Aaron Miles, who got sick and tired of batting ninth in St. Louis and decided to leave St. Louis and signed with the rival Cubs, a couple-year deal for the veteran infielder.
That is the big Cub rivalry, right?
It
Cardinals?
Is. Yep. Cubs-Cardinals.
That's the big one.
That brings them in from near and far. Both ballparks, too. 3-0 Padres. Top of the fourth, one away, bases empty. First pitch, a strike to Aaron Miles. No balls and one strike.
How far is the drive from St. Louis to Chicago and vice versa?
It's about a five-hour commute.
Oh, they would make that easily. They would walk that.
Absolutely. Some of them do.
Nice figured.
Pitch is inside, and it's a 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, those rivalry games, they bring out the emotions of all those fans. Everybody wears the color of their favorite team. There's a pitch outside. 2-1 from Wade LeBlanc, the left-hander. LeBlanc, along with Josh Gear, competing for spots in that rotation this year behind Jake Peavy, Chris Young, and Cha Sung Beck. Curve swung on and missed. Good breaking pitch there. Miles swings through it. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So it's pretty much wide open after that aforementioned Beck and Young and Peavy. Good competition here in camp. Kind of fun to watch as it progresses here. Here's the 2-2 pitch in the air, center field. Scott Hairston pretty much in his tracks will reach up and make that catch. It's out number 2.
New scouting report on the Toreros from your broadcast last night against Gonzaga?
It was ugly last night, unfortunately.
Yeah, too bad.
Yeah, it was a good effort. But again, you don't. This time of year, there are no such things as moral victories. But you do want to be playing your best basketball heading into the conference tournament,
which clearly they were last year.
Mm-hmm. Toreros finish up at 6-8 in the West Coast Conference. Here's a pitch to Reed Johnson, low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. 3-0 Padres in the fourth. So the tournament moves to Las Vegas. The Toreros will play in the first round against Loyola Marymount. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Another good breaking pitch there by LeBlanc.
Sounds like a sweet opening round matchup to me.
Yeah.
Because LMU stinks.
Yeah, but they beat the Toreros in Los Angeles this year. So it's
they didn't beat anybody else at the time.
No, they didn't.
What was that, their second win period?
Second win
time?
overall, yeah.
Sheesh.
Yes, sir. Here's the 1-1. Johnson swings at a high fastball. Cuts through it, 1-2.
You and I both know LMU will not win this one.
No.
Not a chance.
But you know how coaches are. And Bill Greer on their postgame show yesterday says, yeah, I think this matchup will get their attention. I think he's right. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Johnson, a ground ball sharply to second. Eckstein down to a knee to get that one and throw on over to first. In time to retire Reed Johnson and retire the Cubs in order here in the fourth inning. 1-2-3 go the Cubs. No runs and no hits. We have played 3.5 innings here in Peoria. Padres 3, Cubs nothing. This is Padre Baseball, XX 1090 and the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
How do you change a country? The keys to changing a country are a new attitude, a want and love for your country. The Democratic Revolutionary Party is here with a new spirit. You, too, can have a better country. The Democratic Revolution Party is working hard to make it happen. A message for the citizens of Mexico brought to you by the IFE.
Thank you, BH Gold Insurance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not just for great advice to find me great discounts and complete coverage with the right insurance companies, but to put claims in and handle everything for me, doing all the heavy lifting and charging me nothing for this service. Ted Leitner for BH Gold Insurance, independent insurance agency working with the insurance companies, but working for you and for me. Voted in the top 6 in the nation a couple of years ago. Still better than ever. And not charging? Right. BH Gold at 1-800-421-GOLD.
BH Gold. Hot dogs, peanuts, fresh dog bones, get your dog bones, water bowls, chew toys, kitty litter. Hey, 2 dog bones over here. Coming right up. Bird feed, fish tanks, leak collars. Oh, and how about one of those chew toys? There you go. Retractable leashes, wee-wee pads. Hey, I'll take a soda pop. Sorry, buddy. How about some catnip or some all-natural puppy treats? Puppy treats? How many? I got beef, chicken, and lamb. Oh, beef sounds good. These are for pets only, sir.
This season, support your San Diego Padres at Petco Park and support your pets at your local Petco store. Petco, where the pets go.
Since 1950, Sid's Carpet Barn has been San Diego's floor covering leader. Sid's Carpet Barn, 132 West 8th Street, National City off the I-5, and in North County at 285 East Carmel Street in San Marcos off the 78.
This is Padres baseball on Double X 1090, the home of the Padres.
Bottom of the fourth inning, it's 3-0 Padres, and a veteran, they do mean veteran, left-hander, taking over on the mound now for the Cubs. Left-hander Mike Stanton, 41 years old, pitched last year for the Cincinnati Reds. He has run the gamut on Major League Baseball teams. Atlanta for several years, Boston, Texas, the New York Yankees, the New York Mets, back to the Yankees, to Washington, to Boston, back to Washington, San Francisco, Cincinnati, and now Chicago. He has many, many frequent flyer miles.
Did you miss anybody there?
I don't think so.
He hasn't.
I'm trying to see here. Nope, that's it. Travis Danker will lead it off against Stanton, who brings a lot of postseason experience, and that's part of the reason why he got the tryout here for a team that is expected to return to the postseason after having won a couple of straight division titles, but not faring very well in the playoffs.
In case you're wondering, folks, the all-time record for being with teams in any sport is 12 in baseball.
Would that be Mike Morgan?
You ain't wrong.
Thank you. Mike Morgan had a couple of tours of duty with the Cubs.
Yeah, they finished up, I think, in Arizona with the Diamondbacks. And 12 teams. Nice to be wanted, but come on.
First pitch by Stanton, swung on a miss by Danker. And snowballs and one strike. Danker drove in a run with an RBI single in the first. Cubs scored 3 unearned runs off the starter for the Cubs, Ryan Dempster. Jake Peavy, a great outing, 33 pitches in his 3 innings, and gave up just the 1 hit. Swing and a miss, and a breaking pitch that dove low and in, and it snowballs and 2 strikes from Mike Stanton. And I told you, 41. He'll turn 42 during the season. Has 18 and a half years of big league service. Now the 0-2 pitch. Danker watches that one outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I take that back, because it was not last year that he was in Cincinnati. It was 07, so he has really not pitched since 07. Now the 1-2 pitch on the way to Danker. Swinging a little tapper, just foul, rolling toward the third base dugout. And Danker stays alive. Danker, a former member of the San Francisco Giants. Getting a little look here at second, at third, maybe even a little shortstop. The key is versatility, Ted. Everyone needs to have some versatility to make a 25-man roster.
It helps unless you're a stud.
Here comes the 1-2 now for Mike Stanton. That's high and a bit outside as well. Evens it up to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You mentioned Cincinnati. There was a piece I read yesterday at SportsIllustrated.com, and one, actually it wasn't a writer, it was a player, saying that he thought the Reds this year could be the Tampa Bays of 09.
Interesting thought.
I had not thought of that.
Me neither.
I don't see that pitching staff established enough. It's got great young talent.
Right.
You know, with Cueto and those guys. And Homer Bailey is still very much a Willie or won't he, their number 1 pickup a few years ago. But I don't see them doing that. I just don't.
Full count pitch. Danker pops it up sky high on the right side of the infield. Fox will give way to Aaron Miles, second baseman, shading his eyes with his glove. He'll make the catch. And that is the first out here in the 4th inning. You look at Edinson Volquez, young guy. Aaron Harang, who needs to bounce back maybe a little bit. Offensively, I mean, you look at Votto and Dave Bruce, some of the young guys that they have there.
And that lineup, which it's the anti-Moneyball. Those guys don't get on.
Right.
They're swing and miss and 1,000 strikeouts between them. So, I mean, they're in a perfect park where they hit just enough. They can score a whole bunch, but then you can also do that against their pitching staff unless it really comes into its own. And I think if the former Aztec Harang comes back and they got 3/5 of it right there, they get anything from Homer Bailey, I guess maybe they ain't got a chance. I don't see it, but
I don't either.
That's what they said.
1 away, the bases are empty here in the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 Padres, and the first pitch to Nick Hundley is inside.
Harang's lost like 25 pounds in the offseason. He's a huge guy, but he thought maybe he was too huge. So he's coming into great shape. We'll see.
1-0, a call strike at the knees, 1-1.
You know what they say about those Aztecs, don't you?
Once an Aztec, always an Aztec. And I did not want to I wanted to make sure I asked you how the Aztecs did the other night.
They won, and that's all that matters.
All right.
Did you win?
Here's the 1-1. Ground ball second. Picked up on the outfield grass by Miles. A quick throw on at first as Hundley was hustling down the line, but in time to retire him. And 2 up, 2 down here in the fourth.
See, I don't think, where we mentioned USD was absolutely, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and you got to peak toward tournament time, and Toreros were the poster children for doing that last year. And then had the home court, of course, for the WCC, and just had incredible momentum. I don't think the Aztecs are peaking at the right time yet. They haven't played their best basketball yet. They're so talented. But they blew a 16-point lead, had to struggle to beat TCU in overtime. But like I said, they did get a win, but they did have to struggle.
A win is a win is a win.
That's a fact. And they have 19 of those now, which is good.
That's very good. Steve Fisher doing a nice job over there.
Always.
The ball's in 1 strike. Rodriguez took the first one right at the knees on a breaking pitch from Mike Stanton. 3-0 Padres. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the 0-1. It's taken low, and it's an even count at 1 ball and 1 strike.
He and Greer are a couple of old-school guys.
Yep.
As in one of star players of the Aztecs yesterday missed the bus to the arena. He didn't start.
You don't start.
And I said on the air, I didn't know that, but now I see it's out there. He either missed a bus, he missed a class, or something, and that was the fact. It don't matter. You ain't starting.
1-1 in the dirt. It's stopped by Paul Bacco. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Now, fans, I don't think care about that. They just want to, get the star in there and win a game. But coaches like Greer and Fisher do care about the student-athlete thing. It's not just a name, a throwaway phrase. You going to be a student or not? You going to be a person or not?
You got to play by all the rules or you don't play.
Yeah, that's the deal.
And the only way to really hurt a kid is to hit him with playing time. That's how you get him. 2-1. Ground ball sharply again towards second base near the second base bag is Miles. He'll flip on over to first, and another 1-2-3 inning, the second of the day for the Cubs on defense. No runs and no hits, no errors, no one left. We've played 4. Padres 3, Cubs nothing. This is Padre Baseball, XX1090 and the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Take a look at your voting ID card. Is it damaged or did you lose it? If so, you have until February 28th to request a new voting ID card. Call IFTEL at 0-1-800-433-2000. Get your voting ID card so you can take part in the next election and help the democracy grow. A message for the citizens of Mexico brought to you by the IFE, the Federal Electoral College.
Here's a fact. Union members in California earn an average of 30% more in wages than non-union members, and they're 60% more likely to have employee-paid health care. You want to work in retail? There's only one thing to do. Join a union. I don't mean just any union. Ted Leitner for the largest union in San Diego County with over 15,000 members, the United Food and Commercial Workers, the UFCW, Local 135. Able to work for you to get good pay, good benefits, and have your voice heard. For more information, call 619-298-3623.
Are you tired of the same old checking accounts banks have been offering for years? Well, San Diego National Bank has reinvented checking to add more value for you. Not only are they offering free ATM usage anywhere in the U.S., you can also earn bank rewards points on your Visa check card purchases that are redeemable for gift cards, travel, and merchandise. To find out more, call 866-802-SDNB or visit their website at sdnb.com.
San Diego National Bank. San Diego National Bank.
For years, you've counted on GTM stores, and now in these tough economic times, GTM makes even more sense. Name brand merchandise at savings of up to 70%. GTM in Santee and Lemon Grove, and at GTMstores.com for weekly specials, coupons, and directions.
Now back to Padres baseball on XX1090, the home of the Padres.
We move to the top of the 5th inning here in Peoria. Beautiful, sunny Sunday afternoon. 3-0 in favor of the Padres. And Wade LeBlanc will stay on the mound. He will face Jake Fox, Mike Fontenot, and Doug Deeds. They are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Cubs. And a pleasure to welcome in Jerry Coleman to the broadcast.
Well, certainly nice to be here on this glorious day. And LeBlanc pitching his 2nd inning. Other than that 1-1-1-1, went 9 at a time. We got some pitchers in there. And how about Peavy? 3 innings, my Lord.
Did a nice job while he was in there.
I know, he'll have to collapse after that. It'll be a long, exhausting day. Anyway, did a good job.
Yeah. Block fires the first pitch strike, 0-1. Here's the next one that's in the dirt. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Jake Fox.
Yeah, LeBlanc's one of those left-handers. If he really gets going, he can make this ball club. They can use a left-hander really in that spot.
1-1. Line drive into the hole into right field. A base hit right between Kyle Blanks and David Eckstein. That'll be the 2nd Cubs hit of the afternoon. Fox aboard to lead things off, and here is Mike Fontenot.
The base hits like that won't help make the ball club, you know. Got to get him out. LeBlanc last year, 11-9 at Portland, had a pretty good year. Not bad.
Well, we were talking before he came up, and the unfortunate thing for him is 3 of his first 5 starts were against the red-hot Los Angeles Dodgers. He kept seeing him every time. He was seeing him in his sleep.
Yeah. Manny Ramirez was there, was he?
Oh, yes, he was. Yep.
Ramirez, I got to talk to him, straighten him out.
Yeah, good luck. First pitch on the outside corner for strike 1 to Fontenot. No balls and 1 strike. 3-0 Padres in the 5th. Runner at first and no one out. Now, how do you turn down $45 million over 2 years?
With a $20 million at your option.
Yeah.
Not the club, your option.
Kind of tough to do.
I don't know.
Blanc, a long look over at first, and Fontenot hits one in the air deep toward right field. Backing up is Venable. He's at the warning track, still going back, and will not be able to make the catch. It bounces off the track and over the wall. And that will be a ground rule double, so Fox will have to stop at third. Fontenot reaches on the ground rule double.
Yeah, that was a misplay by both Harrison and Denebo. Both gave ground. One of them should have taken it. The other should have pulled for him. Didn't happen. Double, second and third.
Ball started out in straightaway right and then just started to drift in the wind toward right center field, and that's where the confusion began between Venable and also Scott Hairston out there. The ball landing on that hard warning track and hopping over the wall out there in right center field.
Well, one criteria here is you got to remember the center fielder is in charge in a play like that, and he wasn't in that play.
So now here is Doug Deeds, the right fielder, a left-hand hitter, with runners at second and third and no one out. That pitch is in the dirt. A good stop by Hundley, who was pouncing to look over at third base as Jake Fox had wandered a bit off the bag. So now the hits are even at 3. The Padres don't lead on the board 3-0.
A base hit here could change the game in a hurry.
Deeds acquired from the Twins, as we told you earlier, in the Craig Monroe deal last year. And the little ground ball slowly towards second base. Eckstein has one play. That's at first base. He'll complete the out there as Fox scores. The first run of the day for the Cubs. It's now Padres 3, Cubs 1.
Now, Eckstein doesn't have much of an arm, but he gets rid of the ball so quickly it doesn't make a lot of difference.
So he gets the sure out, and on the play also Fontenot will take third base. So the RBI ground out for Deeds. And here is Richie Robnett.
Beats a strikeout, right?
Yeah, productive outs. We've talked about that how many times?
Oh, several thousand.
I mean, there are certain cases where you almost root for the strikeout because you know the guy will tap it out to second and maybe hit into an inning-ending double play. But more often than not, you'd rather see the guy put the ball in play, and that's what Jim Lefevre has been preaching quite a bit in that dugout and teaching the guys as he takes over as the hitting coach.
He was not a bad ball player for the Dodgers, I got to tell you. You know, there was a guy named DiMaggio who struck out 13 times one year. Had a terrible season.
First pitch to Robnett is inside, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. 3-1 now. The Padre lead here in the 5th inning. Runner at third for the Cubs. That's Fontenot. LeBlanc trying to pitch out of it here. And the 1-0 to the lefty Robnett is way up high. Tried to overthrow that fastball, and it's now 2 balls and no strikes.
So Joe McCarthy, a long-time manager for the New York Yankees years ago, said, what's the key to pitching? Throwing strikes. And that is. That's the key. Got to get over the plate.
Especially strike 1. Biggest pitch. Here's the 2-0 and a check swing. That one's up and in. 3-0. And this is what will get young pitchers off of a big league roster.
Amen.
You cannot give up walks. It's only his first outing here in the spring, so we won't get on him too much here. There's a pitch in there for a strike, taking all the way.
Well, with his experience in Portland last year, pretty good numbers, actually. He's the kind of a guy, if he keeps rolling, he can make the ball club. Left-hand pitcher, they're going to keep 12, I think.
Now LeBlanc sets the 3-1 on the way to Robnett. Hits it in the air, deep toward left center field. Headley heading back toward the warning track, turns and makes a nice catch on the track. Tagging from third and scoring easily, though, will be Fontenot. And it's now a 3-2 ball game, but a great play and a tough catch out there by Chase Headley in left field.
Randy, of all the things that have happened this spring, that may be the best thing we've seen. Headley would have stammered and struggled and tried to get to that ball last year. He made it look easy, and that was a tough play. Nice work.
We've seen him throw a lot better. Yeah, got a couple of runners down at the plate already in the spring. It was all about getting accustomed to playing left field. It's quite a change from playing third base. And the first one is in there for a called strike to Paul Bacco, the veteran backup catcher who re-signed with the Cubs, spent 03 and 04 with them. And went on to Baltimore and Cincinnati, and now back to the Cubs. The 0-1 is outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, one of the PB deals that kind of surprised me, the key man in that deal with the Cubs is a third baseman.
Mm-hmm.
We got Headley, we got Kuz. We're going to put them all in the outfield, let them roam around. How many third basemen do you need? My goodness.
3-2 Padres in the fifth, and the 1-1 is hit in the air, foul down the third base line. That'll get out of play. And LeBlanc ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. That guy's name was Josh Vitters. He was first-round draft pick of the Cubs in 07.
Well, he was the guy. Looked every time you pick up the paper, he was the key man in the trade, and the Cubs wouldn't give him up.
I don't know about you. I'm kind of happy he didn't go down.
Yeah, well, Peavy, got to have him.
Oh, the 1-2 just missed at the knees, a little bit inside. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Bases are clear. 2 runs in here in the 5th inning for the Cubs. And now the left-hander's 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Finally dropped it, then tags Bacco at the plate, and the inning is over. But not before the Cubs score a couple of runs on 2 hits. No errors and no one left. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Padres 3, Cubs 2. This is Padre Baseball on Double X 1090 and the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Hey, San Diego. Mike Morton Jr. with the Brigantine family of restaurants. It's baseball season. We want to send you to opening day. To enter, just log on to brigantine.com. Print out an official Brigantine Loves Baseball entry form, then drop it off to any of our Brigantine family restaurants. Brigantine Seafood, Miguel's Cocina, Zocalo, or to our new steakhouse at Azul La Jolla. The winner will receive 2 tickets to the April 6th opening day game. Hurry in. Contest entries must be received by March 30th. No purchase necessary.
Hello, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green, the non-toxic, biodegradable, all-purpose cleaner, and the #1 choice of auto shops, service bays, and car enthusiasts for over 30 years. Developed to be a safer alternative to harsh cleaning chemicals, Simple Green is safer for you, your family, and your automotive surfaces. Whether cleaning the outside, the inside, or the engine, Simple Green is all you need. Try it today. If you're not totally satisfied, I'll give you your money back. Visit simplegreen.com to find out more.
Hi, this is Scott Jones, head of the Ace Parking family. My father started this company nearly 60 years ago. Today we manage over 500 parking locations in the western United States.
Hi, this is Keith Jones, the 3rd generation of the Ace Parking family. San Diego companies trust us to manage their parking facilities because we deliver the best parking experience possible.
You know, whether we're providing you with 1 parking space or managing your parking facility, one thing's for sure, we're Ace and we're passionate about parking.
Hi, I'm Ed Stone, president of Boot World. You'll find brands like Wolverine, Skechers, Caterpillar, Timberland Pro, Harley Davidson, Doc Martens, Aussie Dog, and Uggs, all at prices you can afford. With 6 locations and BootWorld.com, Boot World is your steel-toed leader and home of Ugg.
Celebrating 40 years of Padres baseball. Double X 1090.
Andy, Jerry, and Ted back with you. Our producer, Dave Marcus. We are in Peoria, Arizona. We go to the bottom of inning number 5. Cubs have a new pitcher. By the way, 3-2 Padres is the important thing, the score of the game. Justin Berg is the new pitcher. A right-hander. We'll tell you about him in a moment. And pinch hitting for the Padres is Kevin Kuzminoff.
Yeah, and half the Tennessee team of a year ago is playing in this game today. They're all over the place. Berg's one of them.
So here is Kuzminoff, who hit a home run the other day in Goodyear.
Kuz got so good last year, you can't remember, folks. I do.
First pitch from Berg is a called strike. No balls and 1 strike.
You know, Kuz was a little uncertain last year and the year before. And last year, by the last 6-7 weeks, he came on like gangbusters, good as anybody. Outstanding.
There was one series in particular that I will not forget. Here's the 0-1. Cued foul down the right field line and out of play, so it's 0-2. That was a series in early September in Milwaukee when Kevin Kuzminoff single-handedly won a game for the Padres with his glove.
Yep.
He went 0 for 5 on the night and made 3 of the best plays I've seen a third baseman make in a long time.
He came on strong. No question about it, Andy. No question.
And not to mention a career high in home runs in 23 last year and 84 runs batted in. Here's the 0-2 from Berg. It's high and tight. 1 ball and 2 strikes. I mean, the knock on him, obviously, when the Padres acquired him before the 07 season was all hit, no glove. But he's really worked hard on that glove.
Good guy.
Here's the 1-2 from Berg. It's high, 2-2.
One of the problems this year with that arm of his, which isn't as strong as he'd like, bunts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's throwing underhand.
Right.
He could have trouble. I haven't talked to him about it, but it's possible that arm may give him a little trouble trying to get bunts.
My buddy Black's been using him as a DH mainly. Early on after that shoulder heals up from off-season surgery. Swing and a miss on the 2-2 breaking pitch. And Kuzminoff is out number 1 here in the 5th inning.
Hey, you don't want to miss the Padres' first baseball game of 2009 at Petco Park. Padres taking on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, the Southern Cal Series. They finally got that straightened out. That'll be Friday, April the 3rd at 7:05. Be there for the first of a 2-game exhibition series versus the Angels Saturday, April the 4th. Padres will hit the freeway, continue the battle at Angel Stadium. We'll be back and forth with the Angels.
The Big A.
Oh, yeah. You know,
nice place.
I still have trouble saying Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
You're not alone.
You know.
Pitch is fouled out of play to Scott Hairston. 3-2, that is. Padres lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
It's got to be a commercial reason. It's got to be more money when you say Los Angeles, no matter where you are.
There was a whole brouhaha.
Oh,
they went to the California Angels, representing the entire state.
Well, Anaheim went to court and they lost.
Mm-hmm. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to sneak through for a base hit for Scott Hairston. He's aboard for the second time, his first base hit. And the Padres have a 1-out base runner for David Eckstein.
Well, you know, you got Headley, good Garrett, you got Giles, you got maybe Hairston. You don't know where he's going to fit. He had some home run power last year. In a short game, didn't play a lot. Hit 17 home runs.
Yeah, he was lost pretty much for the last month, as was Jody Garrett.
Yep. Well, Jody was done.
Yep.
I don't know what happened. He hurt a finger or something, and he couldn't play.
So a short lead for Hairston over at first. Berg with a long set. Now the pitch to Eckstein is low and away for ball 1. Justin Berg, 24-year-old, born and raised in Wisconsin. He was acquired from the New York Yankees way back in 2005 in a deal that sent Matt Lawton, former big leaguer, over to the New York Yankees. Pitch in the dirt. Not getting away from Baco, so hanging on to first base is Hairston. And last year, combined at Iowa and Tennessee, that's the AAA and the AA affiliates for the Cubs, he was 4-9, and mainly as a starter.
Yeah, those are trades many times made just to give people a different chance someplace else they might get better. They hope they do anyway.
By the way, I said it was a short lead by Hairston. They have inserted a pinch runner, and that is Drew Macias over at first base. Eckstein takes a strike. It's 2-1. So this is right around the time of the game where we will be seeing a whole bunch of changes all over the diamond.
You missed the fun yesterday. We had 733 people in the game.
Really? At the same time?
I never saw. My scorebook was such a disaster, I couldn't even read it. I can't read it anyway.
I'm looking at it right now.
Disaster.
Folks, disaster is an understatement.
Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Look at that. Can you read
man,
that? No.
I can't read that. 2-1, the count on Eckstein. Here's the pitch by Berg. It's in there for a strike right at the letters, and it's an even count now with 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And for you folks who wonder, we can't figure out who's on the team we're playing. We just make it up.
Yeah, why not?
Can't do it when you do television.
Yeah, they folks can see that, obviously.
Yeah.
Eckstein at the plate. A count of 2-2. Berg, another long set on the mound. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball wide of first into right field, a base hit. Macias will look behind him and hang on at second base as the throw goes all the way to third. Another nice piece of hitting by David Eckstein, hitting behind the runner. And Jake Fox tried to make the dive toward the hole and could not come up with it. So a single for Eckstein. He's been on base 3 times, both with 2 errors and now a single.
We've got a new player out there, a number 1, who is Everett Cabrera.
Everett Cabrera.
Everett, that's what it is.
Okay. So Cabrera will take over as the pinch runner. Macias, who did the same thing, is over at second base now, pinch running for Scott Hairston. And here is Chase Headley. 3-2. Padres lead in the 5th inning. First one by Berg, caught the outside corner for strike 1.
Well, what Eckstein does for you, he brings you back to the pre-1960 game of baseball where advancing runners, hitting behind the run, all these things are critical. He can do it. Not many people know how to do that.
I think I even saw him choke up on the bat with 2 strikes.
Oh, no.
I don't want to alarm you here, okay?
I should choke up on no strikes.
Here's the 0-1. Headley, inside-out swing, loops one down the left field line, hooking toward the stands, and that will get out of play. Despite the effort of Robnett in the corner, it was out of his reach. And snowballs and 2 strikes now on Chase Headley.
The funny thing about baseball, everybody loves home runs. It dominates the game. That's the game. Folks, pitching wins and loses. And especially in the playoffs and World Series, pitching wins the World Series, period.
Pitching and maybe a little defense.
Well, it's defense. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But, I mean, pitching is the dominant factor in baseball. People don't realize it.
That's usually the name of the game. You got a good pitching staff, rotation-wise and bullpen, you're going to be okay.
Absolutely.
Runners off at first and second with 1 out. And the pitch to Headley is inside, and the count is 1-2. Padres got all 3 of their runs in the first inning, and they were all unearned off the starter Ryan Dempster. Venable and Denker with RBIs, and Chase Headley also knocked in a run. Did not get credit for an RBI since it was an error as well. Check swing. That pitch is inside, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the Cubs answered with 2 of their own in the 5th inning off Wade LeBlanc. So we're at 3-2 Padres in the 5th inning.
Here's a guy everybody on the Padre club and the staff would like to see get started. Chase Headley. Switch it.
Hitting from the left side against the right-hander Berg. Here is the 2-2. Headley, ground ball, base hit left field. Macias getting the green light, rounding third, on his way toward the plate. The throw comes on in. It will never be in time. Macias slides in safely. RBI single for Headley. And the Padres have now taken a 4-2 lead. And another good piece of hitting by a Padre batter. Going the other way and using the hole. So Headley drives in a run. Stopping at second is Cabrera. So first and second now with 1 away for the big boy, Kyle Blanks.
Yeah, Kyle Blanks is one of the current players. Home run is a dominant factor in his life and in his game. And you love it, too. You know, that's, some of these managers say a 3-run home run is the best thing I can get. I agree with that. No question about it.
That was the old Earl Weaver philosophy, wasn't it?
Yeah, Earl. What a grump he was.
He used to love the 3-run blast. So Berg in a bit of trouble here with 1 out. And here is Blanks. And the pitch is a fastball right down the middle, taken for strike 1.
That's a pitch I'm amazed he took.
Me too.
Got runners on, fastball down the middle, and he took it for a strike.
Especially with a guy trying to impress and maybe hang around. Berg will step off and look Cabrera back to the bag at second.
Well, one thing with Blank's problem, and it's a big one, if he could play the outfield, he could make the ball.
Yep.
Because you use them both ways. At first base, you're not going to take Gonzalez out unless he's hurt.
Here's the 0-1, swinging a grounder foul, third base side. Runners will head back to their bases, and it's no balls and 2 strikes to Blanks. Yeah, that's a big problem. Which is why, you know, Headley is added left field. Yeah.
Well, what do you got? You got 2 Gonzalez's in Tucson. You got Peavy heading for Miami, then to Toronto. These guys are going all over the world to play in this World Baseball Classic.
Harrison's going to play for Team Mexico also, right?
Okay. Yeah. And Blanco, where's he going?
Venezuela. Team Venezuela.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know where they're going. Yeah, they're all over the place. Ground ball down the third base line, a fair ball. Fontenot will step on the bag at third and throw across the diamond and get Blanks. So it's a 5-3 double play. And the inning is over. But the Padres get a run on the board on 3 hits. They leave 1. We've played 5. It's the Padres 4 and the Cubs 2. This is Padre Baseball, Double X 1090 of the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Christina on the Saquon Entertainment Network, and I'm inviting you to San Diego's favorite vacation getaway, Saquon Casino. Right now, it's madness here, Mardi Gras madness, and it's your chance to win a share of $300,000 in cash and prizes.
It's Mardi Gras madness every Tuesday night at Saquon. Now through March 3rd, you could win up to $25,000 instantly or a Saturn Sky convertible. Club Saquon members get a free daily entry just for showing up. Earn additional entries using your Club Saquon card, playing your favorite slots, table games, and bingo. Your Club Saquon card is your passport to all the fun. Every Tuesday at 7, 8, and 9 p.m., 9 lucky Club Saquon members get a shot at the big money or a Saturn Sky convertible. Over $300,000 in cash and prizes. Don't miss it.
Join the Mardi Gras madness now through March 3rd at Saquon Casino, San Diego's vacation getaway.
Must be 18 or older to enter the casino, restaurants, and theater.
McDonald's presents I Was a Yuppie Jerk.
See, I like lattes, and I just wanted to fit in.
So I got designer sunglasses, an all cashmere wardrobe, and a cell phone made of titanium. But McDonald's McCafe lattes helped me stop the madness. Now I'm into baseball, muscle cars, and lawn care again. How can I ever repay you, McDonald's?
New McCafe mochas, lattes, and cappuccinos from McDonald's. With fresh ground espresso and real steamed milk, it's all the coffee, hold the attitude. At participating McDonald's.
Why pay Sears or GE $50 to $90 for a service call when 1-800-APPLIANCE only charges $20, and our service call is free with any repair? Remember the jingle and call 1-800-APPLIANCE.
Appliance experts for rescue. You call 1-800-APPLIANCE. Ooh.
Celebrating 40 years of Padres baseball. Double X 1090.
4-2 Padres. Top of the sixth inning here in Peoria. New pitcher is Justin Hampson, the left-hander. A bunch of other changes we'll get to here in a minute. Cubs have sent up a new hitter, and that is So Taguchi, the veteran outfielder, trying to earn a spot on this Cubs roster. He'll take the first pitch inside for ball one. Matt Antonelli has come on to play second base. Everett Cabrera stays in the game. He'll be at shortstop. And Drew Macias also stays in the game in center field. And Jose Lobaton is the new catcher for the Padres. So those are the changes for you. Hampson's pitch is in the air, foul down the first base line. That'll get out of play. The count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Justin Hampson had himself a up and down 2008, as in riding that shuttle between San Diego and Portland. He was not healthy coming out of spring training, shoulder issues, and it just never got close to 100% for him. Taguchi, inside outs, one down the left field line, though that's going to be out of play and foul deep down the line.
Well, Andy, last year, as I recall, about the last 3 or 4 weeks of the season, 4 or 5 pitchers, maybe 6 showed up, and they should have had names on the front and the back so you knew who they were. I mean, they just came from nowhere and did a pretty good job at times, and sometimes not so good.
Even through the trials and tribulations, Hampson was able to put together a pretty decent year out of that bullpen. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And so Taguchi is out number 1 here in the 6th inning. It is 4-2. Padres lead. And are you ready for the 2009 Padres season? Padres single game tickets are going to go on sale Saturday, March 7th at 9 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you visit Padres.com to purchase your tickets or call 1-877-FRIAR-TICKS or visit any San Diego area Petco location to get your tickets. That's Saturday, March 7th, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. Ryan Theriot squares the bunt, fouls it straight back to the screen. It had a lot of steam on that one as Hampson threw him a fastball low, and it's no balls and 1 strike.
Well, Theriot is my kind of guy. He had 1 home run last year.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect for me. Perfect. Didn't hit for power. Did a pretty good job, though. Ended up hitting at 307. That's not bad.
6th best in the National League.
Yep.
On base percentage way up there as well. Here's the 0-1. Again, he bunts, and again, it's foul. This time rolling toward the third base on deck circle. And Theriot in a hole, no balls and 2 strikes.
That's his game. I think no matter what, even with 2 strikes, he might bunt. Sometimes he'll do that. Mantle used to do that all the time when he'd bunt with 2 strikes. But basically, sometimes everybody backs up. You get the right kind of a pitcher out there, and you're skilled as a bunter. You can do the job.
Well, Hampson ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. 4-2 Padres in the 6th, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Lined up the middle, a base hit. So after 2 failed bunt attempts, Theriot lines a single to center with 1 away.
Number 7, Aaron Miles.
That ball was well struck. And here is Aaron Miles. Hampson at 2-1 a year ago with a 2.93. He wound up making 35 appearances. Gave up 31 hits in 30 2/3 innings. And again, the walks were an issue for him. 10 walks and 19 strikeouts in those 30 innings. I'll tell you what, the Padres don't go as far as they did in that season in 07 without him. There's a strike on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Theriot leads off at first. Hampson came up and rescued the Padres on a couple of different occasions when the starting pitcher was either ejected or injured, and was the long man out of that bullpen in 07 and did a little bit of that work last year as well. Throw over to first.
Well, here's a guy who had a pretty good year at St. Louis, and they either dumped him or he left. 317 a year ago. Never know why these things happen, but pretty good numbers.
Well, for him, I think he was upset with Tony La Russa for batting him 9th all year.
Let's say he played, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Managers are changing. A couple of managers are doing that. I forget who the other guy is.
Well, a couple of people tried it, and Ned Yost, the former manager of the Brewers, tried it, and then said, no, not going to do it anymore.
I've never had a real good answer as to why they do that, frankly. But they figure, well, you got 2, 9 here, 1-2 down, one more man starting a thing.
That's Tony being Tony. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Cabrera scoops out of the glove to second base for one. Antonelli's return is in time. A spectacular double play as Cabrera was heading toward the backside of second base, and he, instead of taking it out of the glove, just flipped it to second base. Antonelli caught it barehanded and threw on to first for the 6-4-3 double play, and the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the Padres 4 and the Cubs 2. This is Padre Baseball on Double X 1090 and the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
An uneducated country is prone to more violence. Since the education in Mexico is subpar, the violence has gotten worse. Let's fix the education system in order to reduce the violence. It's time to think and act differently. Violence doesn't end violence. A message for the citizens of Mexico from the Democratic Social Party, brought to you by the IFE.
Here's a fact. Union members in California earn an average of 30% more in wages than non-union members, and they're 60% more likely to have employee-paid health care. You want to work in retail? There's only one thing to do. Join a union. I don't mean just any union. Ted Leitner for the largest union in San Diego County with over 15,000 members, the United Food and Commercial Workers, the UFCW, Local 135. Able to work for you to get good pay, good benefits, and have your voice heard. For more information, call 619-298-3623.
These days, you need that extra mile from your vehicle to navigate the rough road ahead, and Firestone Complete Auto Care can help. We keep your car running newer, longer, with one-stop auto care. Right now, when you buy 3 Firestone Destination All-Terrain tires for your SUV or light truck, you'll get 1 free. That's buy 3, get 1 free on Destination tires now through the end of the month. So hurry into your Firestone Complete Auto Care in your area. Call 1-800-LOCATE-US to find a store near you. For years, you've counted on GTM stores, and now in these tough economic times, GTM makes even more sense. Name brand merchandise at savings of up to 70%. GTM in Santee and Lemon Grove, and at GTMstores.com for weekly specials, coupons, and directions.
This is Padres Baseball on Double X 1090.
To the bottom of inning number 6 here in Peoria, 4-2. Padres have the lead. A couple of changes for the Cubs. They have a new pitcher. Right-hander is Rocky Roque, R-O-Q-U-E-T. Bobby Scales has taken over at second base.
Changing for the Cubs on shortstop, number 65, Darwin Barney, and now pitching number 67, Rocky Roque.
And also a new shortstop is Darwin Barney. Barney is over at shortstop now. So Will Venable will face Rocky Roque. It's a nice name that just kind of flows off the tongue, doesn't it? Everything is Roque.
I could check if he's a Canadian. French name like that, so many come from Canada.
Well, let's see. He's actually from California.
Oh,
how about that?
Transfer.
Now the 0-1 pitch to Will Venable, swinging a foul up and over the screen, right behind home plate and out of play. Roque split time last year between Single A, which is Daytona, and Double A, Tennessee. Put together a pretty good year, 4-2. An ERA right around 3 in 46 appearances. He is ahead, no balls and 2 strikes on Will Venable, and the pitch just missed high, and it's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Venable 1 for 2. He drove in a run with a ground rule double back in the first inning, and bounced into a 6-4-3 double play to end the third. Now the 1-2. Venable watches that one low, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, Venable's a bigger guy than you realize. Get up close to him, you look up. You don't look down, I'll tell you that.
Former star basketball player at Princeton, also on their baseball team, much as the same as Chris Young did in his career at Princeton. Fastball outside. And from 0-2, we go to 3-2. Count full on Will Venable.
How many teams have 2 guys from Princeton and 1 from Stanford like Garrett?
Absolutely. We could solve the world's problems in just a little meeting of the minds down there in the dugout.
Maybe they do.
What was that? Garrett did his thesis on the Russian economy. Here's a little dribbler into left field. It's going to fall for a base hit for Will Venable. Good hitting. Had a good approach at the plate, working that count back to full and getting a pitch he can handle, dumping it into left field for a single.
Hey, gang, Padre games always more fun with friends, family, or coworkers. It's the best. Groups as small as 25 can save big over gate prices. You receive a scoreboard welcome and much more. Reserve your group tickets today. Call this number, 619-795-5500. I'll tell you one thing. If you come there with a group and I put your name on the board up there, really get a kick out of it.
You are a big fan of the scoreboard welcome.
Yeah, I am, because I'm a ham, you know. You got to be a ham to get in there.
It's always cool to see your name in lights. Cedric Hunter is taken over at first base as a pinch runner for Will Venable. Hunter dives back in safely, and he's been clean all day, and the next thing you know, his jersey is full of dirt as he slides back head first into first base. Here's Travis Danker, the hitter. He drove in a run back in the first as well. And now Roque will step off. Got a little dirt in his eye. Padres 4 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The Cubs 2 runs, 4 hits, and 3 big errors.
You know, these are big times for these guys trying to make the ball club.
First pitch to Danker is low for ball 1-0.
Early on, the regulars really aren't ready to go. They don't want them to go. They want to get a little rest and not get hurt. So the kids come in, and what a great shot it is to be good in this spot.
Especially now with everybody leaving for the World Baseball Classic. Yep. Going to get more opportunities here. The 1-0 is in the air. Deep toward left field. Backing up now is Robnett. He's at the warning track and now takes a step shy of the track, and he'll pull that one down. Banker got just a little bit underneath that one, and Robnett able to pull it in for out number 1. Heading back to first base is Cedric Hunter, and here is Jose Lobaton. He'll bat for the first time. Came on defensively in the top of the inning. Lobaton, the left-hand hitter. As we were talking about the other day, too, with Buddy Black wants a lot of the young catchers to be here in big league camp and handle the big league staff and get involved in some game situations. There goes Hunter. The pitch outside. The throw down by Baco. Bounces in, but they still get him at second base. Nice play by Barney to scoop that one up. A low throw to the shortstop side of second base. He short-hopped it and then put the tag on Hunter. And that is out number 2. So now the bases are empty. The pitch was actually called a strike, I think.
I must tell you, I'm having trouble. There are more guys called out at second base who look safe than I've seen in months. At least this week, anyway.
The 0-1 to Lobaton is outside. And the count evens at 1-1.
Also, this crowd today may be the biggest we're going to get this year.
Pitch to Lobaton is low, 2-1.
It's Sunday, and 98% of the people here are Cub fans. At least. You would know that.
I know that. Here is the 2-1 now from Roque. That's down low, 3-1. It's always great in these spring training games to see all the colors out there represented. You've got dark blues for the Padre fans out there, the lighter shade of blue for the Cub fans, a lot of white shirts out there in the outfield. Here's the 3-1. Missed away. Ball 4. First walk of the game for the Padres. And Lobaton will trot on down to first base with 2 away, and that'll bring up Matt Antonelli.
What Andy Mazur just told you is the weather is perfect.
Oh, it's beautiful out here.
Absolutely perfect. The wind, sun about 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Not overly hot, just perfect.
I would call it very temperate.
Whatever.
Can I use that word?
Call it anything you want.
Okay, thank you. 4-2, Padres lead in the 6th. Here's Antonelli for the first time, facing Roque. That one, a breaking pitch that dove low and away for ball 1, 1-0.
Right now, Antonelli, one of the mysteries of the Padres, he was the best hitter in Double-A baseball 2 years ago. Last year, hit .217, and nobody could figure out why.
Yeah, he couldn't figure out why.
Yeah, obviously.
Yep, here's the 1-0 in the air to right field. Backing up now is Deeds, shy of the warning track, puts the glove up and makes the grab. He forgot how many outs there were. He was ready to throw that one back into the infield, but that is the 3rd out, and the inning is over. Padres don't score despite a hit and a walk. They leave 1 after 6 innings. Padres 4, Cubs 2. This is Padre Baseball on Double X 1090 and the Padres Radio Network.
Hi, Hi, I'm Christina on the Sequan Entertainment Network, and I'm inviting you to San Diego's favorite vacation getaway, Sequan Casino. Right now, it's madness here, Mardi Gras madness, and it's your chance to win a share of $300,000 in cash and prizes.
It's Mardi Gras madness every Tuesday night at Sequan. Now through March 3rd, you could win up to $25,000 instantly or a Saturn Sky convertible. Club Sequan members get a free daily entry just for showing up. Earn additional entries using your Club Sequan card, playing your favorite slots, table games, and bingo. Your Club Sequan card is your passport to all the fun. Every Tuesday at 7, 8, and 9 p.m., 9 lucky Club Sequan members get a shot at the big money or a Saturn Sky convertible. Over $300,000 in cash and prizes. Don't miss it.
Join the Mardi Gras madness now through March 3rd at Sequan Casino, San Diego's vacation getaway.
Must be 18 or older to enter the casino, restaurants, and theater.
Darren Smith.
There's a book written by Alan Shipnock. I think that's how you say his name, Sports Illustrated. And not the easiest name or more comfortable name to say on radio because it leads you right to an FCC violation.
Darren Smith, weekdays noon to 3. All the stars are in the house.
That sound you heard maybe during that A-Rod interview sounded like the Millennium Falcon. I guess Han and Chewie are being chased by the Empire again. We have that?
On the home of the Padres, XX1090, XX1090.com.
Since 1950, Sid's Carpet Barn has been San Diego's floor covering leader. Sid's has a vast selection of carpet, wood, ceramic, laminate, and vinyl with prices as low as 59 cents a foot. Come to Sid's Carpet Barn today.
This is Padres baseball on XX1090.
We're back here in Peoria where the Padres are leading in the ballgame by a score of 4-2. And coming down, sliding into his booth and his seat is the speedy broadcaster, Ted Leitner. Theodore.
Speeding now.
How's the leg?
Leg's good. The foot's bad.
Oh, well, whatever.
Leg's doing really well, thank you.
No, he's been gipping around here, folks, so forgive him anything that happens.
That's me.
I'm going to give you back your binoculars so you'll know who's playing.
You're touching my binoculars. My gosh.
No, I didn't touch them, I just used them.
Oh, I see. Arturo Lopez, the new guy. Justin Hampson, an inning, a single, a strikeout. Not bad at all. Lopez, the left-hander. Reed Johnson, the right-handed batter, and takes a strike. Sunny. High clouds, but not cloud cover. You want a tan? You got it. Oh, one on the way. Fouled off the end of the bat. To the Padre dugout, first base side. And Lopez ahead, no balls and 2 strikes.
It's been remarkable with the Padres so far this spring. The pitching has been quite good. There's not a big run game anywhere we play. It's been great. 2-2 tie yesterday in 10, and 4-4 the day before. It was incredible.
As opposed to the Cubs, who've scored 35 runs in 4 games. They've been going crazy. This one's lined to right field. That's going to be a base hit. Johnson, who has twice grounded to the second baseman, David Eckstein, has the lead single the opposite way to right field as the lead man gets on in the 7th, including in those 35 runs. They scored 13 yesterday against the White Sox and shutting them out in Mesa in front of a sellout crowd, a 13K. Big one.
Huge.
Well, you expect that with the 2 Chicago teams coming together, for heaven's sakes. Fold will run at first. Fox will be the batter. Lopez. Fastball just inside for ball 1.
First base for the Cubs is number 27, Sam Ford.
4-2. Padres leading all day. Tie game yesterday for the second time this year, called after 10. 3 10-inning games, 2 ties, and a Padre win on the blanks double in the exhibition charity game on Wednesday in the 10th against those Mariners. Fastball to number 13, non-superstitious, Jake Fox. Arturo Lopez in the AAA Portland last year also pitched in the Mexican League. Split time with those two, a soft lob to first base, and the pinch runner Fold is on the bag.
You know, last year I thought the Cubs were going to go all the way into the World Series, and they were bounced in a hurry. It's amazing how things like that happen. Again, where do we go? Pitching.
Box right-handed batter, Lopez. The left-handed pitcher, pitch on the way, inside. 1-1. Arturo is a very, very deliberate / very slow guy. He's pulled the string here with a changeup up and in against the right-handed batter, a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Milwaukee Brewers and Trevor Hoffman tomorrow afternoon. Trevor is not, I repeat, not scheduled to pitch against the Padres tomorrow. Lopez, man, oh man, 2-2. Ground ball chopped to third base and foul.
I think when Trevor does pitch against the Padres, especially in San Diego, it's going to be a very difficult situation, period, for everybody, including him.
I could do without it.
Well, you know, it's a situation where here you've got the most dominant reliever in the history of the game for another ball club. We'll get over it, but it's going to be tough.
Throw to first, right on the bag. Making the throw for the sake of making the throw is Arturo Lopez. Born in Sinaloa, Mexico, raised there, living there still. 2-2 on the way, fouled out of play, first base side. Signed by the Dodgers. Padres have taken him for the first time back in 2004 in the Rule 5 draft away from the Dodgers when they didn't protect him on their roster. Then he was loaned out by the Padres to the Mexico City Red Devils. A couple of years there. Padres re-signed him to a minor league contract in 2007 after then. Loaned him out again for 2 more years to Mexico. And here he is again for the 3rd time. Trying to win a major league job. Obviously, you'd rather have that because you're going to make more money than in the Mexican League. He steps off, looking to runner back at first. That's Fold, the runner for Johnson. Tying run at the plate, 4-2 Padres. Lead man on in the 7th. Lopez 2-2. Chopper towards second base. Shortstop right there, Cabrera. Grab, throw. That will be a 6-3 double play. Easy as can be.
Yeah, right over the bag. Touched the bag and caught the ball through the first. Can't beat that. You know, one of the things that's happened, Ted, in the last, 10 years at least, maybe 5, the Latino influence of baseball has been incredible. I think 27 to 28% of the Major League ball players are from the Latin leagues. It's amazing.
Mike Fontenot.
And they can play, I might add.
Lopez delivering. It's in there for a strike. Nice festive crowd. Not unruly, but festive and noisy. And into the game.
Killing the grass in the outfield, too.
Man, there's so many of them. I mean, you can see some green now, but when the game started, it was all people. Lopez delivering low. 1-1. Padres got 3 unearned runs against Ryan Dempster in the first. Added on in the 5th. This one smoked to deep center field. On the run, Drew Macias got no chance to catch that. That'll stop rolling when it hits the wall out there. And it does in left center field. 2 out, stand-up double, second consecutive double, and as many at-bats, of course, for Mike Fontenot.
And the double play prior to this shot there saves the run. Big one.
As we said, this is just the lineup that Piniella put out there. These are not the Cubs who are going to be playing in the regular season and are favored to repeat as champions after a 97-win season last year and the National League Central title.
Yeah, Lou's done pretty good in Chicago. 1-2 pennants there. So he's been in the playoffs. Been a good manager wherever he's been.
Coming in behind the runner, and the throw is not in time. That runner, Fontenot, back. Likewise, Cabrera back to shortstop. Talking about Lou Piniella, his bench coach is Alan Trammell of San Diego, California, and there's tremendous career. You wouldn't believe that by the Hall of Fame voting with the Detroit Tigers. It's in there for a strike. It is 0-2 to the left-hand hitting Doug Beeds.
I'm going to run the Hall of Fame. They got it all wrong in some cases, and that's one of them. Alan Trammell is as good as Pee Wee Reese, Phil Rizzuto, better than most of the guys. He hit 4th, solid player, it doesn't get a bumble.
It's ridiculous. I mean, the voting is so insulting and low.
Yeah.
And why would it change, 10 years from now, something like that, like it happened recently with Jim Rice?
Well, but Joe Gordon just got on. He quit. What, 1952 or 3? Just got in a half a century later. He should have been in a century ago. Best second baseman, as good as anybody that ever lived.
Missing outside. Slowly laboring. Arturo Lopez with a runner at second, 2 gone. Pitch is outside, 2-1. The Cubs are not broadcasting this game back to Chicago or anyplace else for that matter.
What knocked him out of the box? A hockey game. Now, come on.
Got to do what you got to do. That's a regular season game. That's the NHL. This is exhibition.
The after season in between.
And the station wants big numbers, big ratings. And we'll get that more of that with the hockey. Not big, but bigger than this. Ground ball up the middle. That will be Cabrera. Look at that range. Way over on the other side, the first base side of second, is the shortstop. You talk about unbelievable. I don't mean good. Unbelievable range by the Rule 5 draftee, Everett Cabrera. He had no business getting to that ball, and he got Doug Deeds, and it wasn't even close. That's the most, not spectacular, but impressive defensive play so far by the Padres based on the range this spring. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left, middle of the 7th. The Padres 2. No, the Cubs down to the Padres. It is 4-2 San Diego, Double X 1090, and the Padres Radio Network.
Our top story today, the Padres' new Coca-Cola Value Weekends.
The Padres' new Coca-Cola Value Weekends is our top story?
Yep, check it out. With the Padres' new Coca-Cola Value Weekends, you can get an upper reserve ticket, a hot dog, and a Coke, all for just $12 for any Friday, Saturday, or Sunday home game.
Wait, an upper reserve ticket, a hot dog, and a Coke, all for just $12? And that's for any Padres weekend home game?
That's right. Plus, there's free fireworks every Friday and a free giveaway every Saturday.
That is big news.
And it's available online starting March 7th at Padres.com.
Ever walked into your bank and get blank stares? Do they even know who you are? How about a bank that gets to know you and says thank you now and then? We're talking about high-performance banking with Imperial Capital Bank. Since 1974, they've grown by offering what customers want: consumers, business, and senior checking accounts, savings and money market accounts, credit cards, online bill payments, and nationwide no-fee ATM use. Imperial Capital Bank. Personal, reliable, responsive, high-performance banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Mary Jean Anderson, president of Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. We've got a great deal for you. We like to call it Waylow Wednesday. Our plumbers are typically very busy at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. If you pre-book your plumbing service or repairs for Wednesday, we are offering you $50 or 15% off, whichever's greater. That's right, $50 or 15% off if you pre-book for a Wednesday. And this offer does not include replacements. We're at AndersonPlumbingHeatingandAir.com, and nobody wows clients like we do.
Just steps from Petco Park, the San Diego Marriott Gas Lamp is your destination for baseball. Watch the game 22 stories in the air at Altitude Sky Bar with direct views into Petco Park and great happy hour prices. Visit Altitude this season. It's the only place to go before, during, and after the game.
You're listening to Padres Baseball on Double X 1090.
New pitcher Kevin Hart. Sam Bolden center. Hart pitching. Ribas takes over third. Johnson, the new catcher. Next. Anybody else? Mitch Cannon will be the hitter for the pitcher in the 9 spot. Left-handed bat. Seen him in one of the games so far this year. And he takes in there for a strike. 4-2 Padres, bottom of the 7th inning. Beautiful day, 80 degrees. No humidity. Light breeze blowing right to left. It would ostensibly help if you hit one way up there on the left field side, and this one will hit Canham, speaking of hitting, in the foot, and he'll take first base.
Hey, gang, Padres have added a new deal to the Padres value lineup. This season, enjoy the Padres 5 for 5 value deal. You get a hot dog, regular soda, peanuts, popcorn, and a cookie, all for just $5 at any regular season home game. That, gang, is a real deal. Pick up your Padres 5 for 5 deal and do that really now, because that's when it's going to be good. $5, all that stuff for nothing? Great.
Drew Macias taking a strike from the right-hander Kevin Hart. They got Hart. They got Rich Harden, who they acquired from the A's last year in trade. They got a good team. Power. Average defense, but big-time hitting. Big time on base percentage last year. Number 1 in the National League. Number 2 in batting average. Pitching, as I recall, 3rd best in ERA. That's a great combination. A lot of power. Ballpark built for that power and vice versa. And they're built for the park. Pitch in there, strike. 1-1. Roquet, 1 inning, 1 walk, 1 single. Now Kevin Hart, the right-hander. This is a high chopper right towards second base. Grabbed there by the shortstop. Steps on second, throws to first for a double play. Barney on to Fox. Easy. 6-3 double play, 2 gone. Here's Everest Cabrera. Made that great. Wow. It wasn't so much a great stop or a spectacular play. He didn't have to leave his feet, anything like that. But it's just sometimes when you have range like that, you don't have to leave your feet, where somebody else without the range is making a big, full extension dive to his left. This guy's running from shortstop all the way over like 20 feet on the first base side of the second base bag to get that ball. I don't know when I've seen a Padres shortstop do that. Man, oh man, oh man. Switch hitter from the left side. Rule 5 draft, as we mentioned, means you got to keep him or on the 25-man roster, unless you make a deal with his former club to send him to the minors or give him another player or something like that. That could be done. Pitch is taken as he thinks about a bunt for a strike call. Kevin Hart from Cleveland, as in born, living now, Plano, Texas. I was in Texas last night and this morning in Big D, as they call it. I'm from Big D. Dallas, y'all, where my Aztecs go to overtime and win their 19th game of the year, beating TCU. 1-1 on the way. Fastball, strike call. 1-2. TCU is kind of bizarre. They put out this media advisory saying, don't call us Texas Christian. Call us TCU. And I'm thinking, that's interesting because your name is Texas Christian University. Why wouldn't you want to be called by your name? Easier the other way. I don't get it. The 1-2 is going to be fouled back third base side. That broadcast with Aztec teams against USC, and they do the same thing they've been known for 1,000 years as Southern Cal. And they tell you in their advisory, please do not call us Southern Cal. Call us USC or the Trojans. And I think, they must think I work for them. It's the old, you're not the boss of me. Don't tell me what to call you. Don't tell me what to do. 4-2 Padres, 2 out, nobody on. 1-2 pitch, came around, could not hold up. Cabrera is gone. Strike 3. Kevin Hart hit a batter, got a double play, got a strikeout, and the Cub pitching has been extremely good here today. However, after 7, my Padres lead them Cubs. 4-2, Double X 1090 and the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Action Party is ready to take action. The government should work for the people, not against the people. The National Action Party will take care of your health and build a strong economy. The National Action Party won't stop until everybody is covered. Join the National Action Party and help make Mexico strong and healthy. A message for the citizens of Mexico brought to you by the IFE.
The weather may be getting cooler, but Luxor Las Vegas is just heating up. Join us at our new restaurants and nightclubs for dancing at LAX, tempting steak and seafood at Tenda, and European-style lounging at Cat House. And see Chris Angel Believe, a show woven together by the distinct imaginations of Chris Angel and Cirque du Soleil. So this season, warm up in the light of a whole new Luxor. For reservations or more information, visit Luxor.com.
I'm Mary Jean Anderson, president of Anderson Plumbing, Heating, and Air. We've got a great deal for you. We like to call it Waylo Wednesday. Our plumbers are typically very busy at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. If you pre-book your plumbing service or repairs for Wednesday, we're offering you $50 or 15% off, whichever's greater. That's right, $50 or 15% off if you pre-book for a Wednesday. And this offer does not include replacements. We're at Anderson Plumbing, HeatingandAir.com, and nobody wows clients like we do.
Hi, I'm Ed Stone, president of Boot World. You'll find brands like Wolverine, Skechers, Caterpillar, Timberland Pro, Harley-Davidson, Doc Martens, Aussie Dog, and Uggs, all at prices you can afford. With 6 locations and BootWorld.com, Boot World is your steel-toed leader and home of Ugg.
This is Padres baseball on Double X 1090, the home of the Padres.
Right-hander Greg Burke will make his second appearance here in the spring for the Padres. Catcher Greg Burke, infielder Chris Burke. They're not related. This guy's a Jersey boy, born in Camden, right across the river there from Philadelphia, living in Belmore, New Jersey. Padres signed him to a contract in 06. And that was his first time in Major League Baseball, non-drafted free agent.
Left fielder Richie Robnett.
Richie Robnett will come in here for the Chicago Cubs, defending champions of the National League Central. And it was not a close race. Winning by 7.5 games over the Milwaukee Brewers, who got the wild card. And the Cubs, once again, with those great expectations of, they're good enough to win it all. Didn't. Swept by the Dodgers in the first round. One and done. Finito. Robnett from Burke. Take it in there for a strike.
Yeah, both Chicago Cubs went home early. White Sox went down. Cubbies went down. You never look at it. Maybe a White Sox Cub World Series. Never got there.
Burke last year, San Antonio Mission. 59 appearances. An excellent 2.24. That ERA makes you a prospect, not a suspect. He delivers outside for a ball 1-1. Scoreless inning against the Mariners on Thursday. In his other outing, Padres have led all day after a 3 runs, as in all unearned, against Ryan Dempster. His defense committed a couple of errors and looked really bad in back of him, in support of him, or lack of same. 1-1 pitch, breaking ball for a strike. Ahead 1-2.
Yeah, right now, Ted, no matter what they're trying to do to make the ball up, you got to look at the game. Padres leading by 2. I'm going to stay there. So you got to be good on the mound.
Here again with the right-hander delivering. That's going to be golfed into center field. That's going to be caught eventually, and it is. Drew Macias on the move and making a running one-hand grab in medium depth, right center field, moving to his left.
I was surprised he caught that ball that well. He got to a very bad start after the ball. Couldn't find it for a minute. When he did, he got to it nicely.
Here's Mark Johnson. Came in to catch about an inning or so. He'll make his first plate appearance in that 8 spot where the catcher Paul Bacco was. Bacco flied out and struck out. The Jersey boy. Not from the plate. Greg Burke delivering a strike. Gets ahead again.
What part of Jersey? You say?
Camden.
Camden. That's in the middle of New Jersey. I don't like that.
It's not in the middle of New Jersey.
Well, it is.
It's in South Jersey. Ball foul on the first base side.
It's heading south.
Heading south toward Delaware?
Something
where
like
it
that,
is,
yeah.
north of Delaware. What did Delaware? Now, Central New Jersey, that I know because I used to summer there all the time. Great vacations.
You're talking about the coast then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody goes there except rich people. Yeah.
Good one. Rich people and us. That was it. Those are the combination. The 0-2 pitch on the way, low and outside.
I lived in New Jersey for 20 years, right across from New York.
The Garden State.
19.9 field from Yankee Stadium and 25 miles from Middle Manhattan and 3 million miles from New York.
The 1-2 pitch is on the way. And it's inside, taken for a ball, 2-2. And of all places, where Major League Baseball, owning its own network and starting its own network, as in MLB, places the studios in Secaucus, New Jersey.
Well, it's cheap. That's why they're over there. They're not going to put it in Manhattan for everybody.
It's amazing. I mean, Secaucus is 4,700 oil refineries and chemical plants and laboratories and... Oh, the smell alone, my goodness. The 2-2 on the way. Fouled out of play down the left field line.
Yeah, but watching it, you can't smell it.
Pardon?
Well, you can't smell it.
No question. It's not smell-o-vision, so sure. From that standpoint, the guys that have to work there, though, like Matt Vasgersian and those guys.
I know.
Let's put it this way. They're not going to live there. No offense to you New Jerseyites, but you know Secaucus is... Please.
Secaucus.
Not the end of the world, but you could see it from there. And that's where that studio is. 4-2 Padres. 1 out, nobody on. This is the top of the 8th. And as slow as Arturo Lopez was, we're working. Greg Burke works just as slowly. Put your defense to sleep, son. There's a strike on the outside corner, and that is strike 3.
Pitcher number 56, Brian Snyder.
Here's Brad Snyder. He'll bat in the number 9 spot. He was involved in an onslaught against the White Sox yesterday, a 13-0 Cub win, when he hit a grand slam among his 2 hits on the day. Cubs will be back in Mesa. They'll have the Diamondbacks coming in from Tucson for tomorrow for their game at daytime, like the Padres, 1 o'clock here, noon Pacific, against the Milwaukee Brewers, also here in Peoria. Strike delivered by Greg Burke. Did we tell you he's from New Jersey? Yeah, I guess. I reckon. No Ramos Ramirez. No Derek Lee. No Alfonso Soriano. No Milton Bradley. Like I said, this is not the Cub team representative of anything. Pitches outside by Greg Burke on the fastball, tailing away from the left-hand hitting Brad Snyder. 1-1. Snyder, by the way, is not from New Jersey. Oh, really? Sandusky, Ohio. Living now in Tampa, Florida. Cleveland Indians, former draft pick, has been with their AAA club the last few years before signing with the Cubs. Actually, signing is kind of a misnomer. They took him off the waiver wire when the Indians released him. Chop foul on the first base side. 1-2. Two out, nobody on. This is the 8th. This is a 4-2 lead. This is the first of 2 meetings this year in the spring with the Cubs. The other one will be March 20 in Mesa. 1-2 pitch on the way inside. Big crowd. I got a number yet, but it's big. Like I said, they had that Cub White Sox game in Mesa. 13,010 sold out.
That's the biggest ever, isn't it? That's a huge crowd.
Burke winds and deals on the 2-2. Got him swinging. Changeup. Good pitch. 1-2-3 for Greg Burke. Padres will take this for 7.5 innings with a lead all of this Sunday afternoon of baseball in the Cactus League. 4-2 San Diego over the Cubs. 1090 and the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Christina on the Saquon Entertainment Network, and I'm inviting you to San Diego's favorite vacation getaway, Saquon Casino. Right now, it's madness here, Mardi Gras madness, and it's your chance to win a share of $300,000 in cash and prizes.
It's Mardi Gras madness every Tuesday night at Saquon. Now through March 3rd, you could win up to $25,000 instantly or a Saturn Sky convertible. Club Saquon members get a free daily entry just for showing up. Earn additional entries using your Club Saquon card, playing your favorite slots, table games, and bingo. Your Club Saquon card is your passport to all the fun. Every Tuesday at 7, 8, and 9 p.m., 9 lucky Club Saquon members get a shot at the big money or a Saturn Sky convertible. Over $300,000 in cash and prizes. Don't miss it.
Join the Mardi Gras madness now through March 3rd at Saquon Casino, San Diego's staycation getaway.
Must be 18 or older to enter the casino, restaurants, and theater.
Standards of Excellence, known for outstanding appliances, decorative plumbing fixtures, and hardware on display in their showrooms, also has a clearance center in San Diego at 960 Sherman Street, just off Marina Boulevard, featuring top name brands at up to 70% off retail. Clearance items are discontinued, open box, closeout, or returns, but are in like-new condition. You can have the kitchen or bath of your dreams at a fraction of the price. Extended warranty, delivery, and installation services are also available. Please call 619-542-8222 for additional information and mention this ad.
For years, you've counted on GTM stores, and now in these tough economic times, GTM makes even more sense. Name brand merchandise at savings of up to 70%. GTM in Santee and Lemon Grove, and at GTMstores.com for weekly specials, coupons, and directions.
Now back to Padres baseball on Double X 1090, the home of the Padres.
Chase Hendry leads off for the Padres. He has played the whole game. Several have, more than usual in a spring game. Headley, the switch hitter, in the number 3 spot from the left side. Reached on a ground out, a single. Twice he's driven in a run. The right-hander, Marcos Mateo, is the new Cub pitcher, and he delivers low ball 1. Right-hander come on back with a sinking fastball that is way low. 2-0. Mateo pitched a seeing surprise against the Texas Rangers a couple of days ago. 1 inning with a strikeout. Faced 3 batters, 1, 2, 3. Here's a strike delivered. Pretty good velocity, though there's no gun here. Sometimes when the guys have played winter ball like this guy, you can see that the velocity is there for those and not for others. The 2-1 and a ground ball sharply first base. Nice grab there by Foxy. A wave off the pitcher. He'll do it by himself. Headley retired here. 3 unassisted, 1 away on the 4-2 Padre lead in this bottom of the 8th inning.
Yeah, looking at Headley, he's a key man of this ball club for the Padres. Be the left fielder, get started, switch hitter, all those kind of things you'll love. But the most important thing is his bat looks better now than it did last year at any time.
Here's Chad Huffman. Hey, Chad, a friend of yours, Brian Estridge, says hi. I saw him in Fort Worth. He's the play-by-play voice of the TCU Horned Frogs in basketball, and he's coming to spring training to have dinner with Chad Huffman in a couple of days. Or actually, I think today. Have a nice dinner. Have a nice dinner, boys, and hi from Brian. Strike delivered. Fastball again. Missing. Nope. Got to call strike. 0-2. Light breeze again at about 10 miles an hour out to the left. We've not had windy days yet. We've been at 80 every single day, and the weather forecasters here say, the experts, that it's about 5 degrees per day above the seasonal average. Good for getting a workout, get the games in, and so forth and so on. Pitch outside by this right-hander, Mateo. 1-2 in front of 7,072 here today. Wow. Mateo, San Cristobal, Dominican Republic. Right-hander winds and deals. 1-2 pitch. Low. Padres in that area now with the Dominican Academy. Had big doings there the last couple of days. I've signed some 16-year-olds getting millions of dollars. That's a big-time commitment to international scouting, and the Padres have flat out done that. That's all. 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Huffman gone, 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th.
Hey, visit the official online shop at the Padres.com. Do that. Try it. Browse the largest selection of authentic spring training gear, including clubhouse caps, T-shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, and more. Get your spring training gear straight from the source. Shop at Padres.com. That's an easy way to do it. You know how to use a computer anyway.
Cedric Hunter will be the batter. In that number 5 spot, Will Venable started the ball game. Hunter ran for him in the 6th. Taking over in right field and takes the first pitch you'll see today, a fastball outside. Four runs, 7 hits, no errors for the boys. 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for the Cubs. Fly ball center field, deep but straight away and playable. Ball's there. He makes the catch. That's it for Cedric Hunter after Hart had gone with hit batsman, placing only 3 batters because of a double play. And Mateo, 1-2-3 with good stuff. After 8 full, Cubs down to 3 outs. Padres have a 4-2 lead on Double X 1090 and the San Diego Padres Radio Network.
This is Kellyanne O'Toole, and it is proud I am to be speaking for the Tilted Kilt Pub and Eatery. Takes me back to when I was a wee lass in Dublin, and my ma and Dan brothers took me to the local pub. It was such fun. These days, me and my girlfriends hang out at the Tilted Kilt. They're some of the biggest sports fans I know. We love to get together, catch up with each other, and watch our favourite teams play. Chances are good we can settle in with an excellent cocktail, great food, and better conversation. So join us and the lads at the Tilted Kilt, the corner at 10th and K Street, right next to Petco Park.
It's more rewarding than ever to be a San Diego National Bank customer. You can now receive bank rewards good for gift cards, merchandise, and travel with no blackout dates. Just use a San Diego National Bank Visa check card, a hassle-free home equity card, or a San Diego National Bank Visa Platinum credit card. Find out how you can enjoy the rewards of a better banking relationship. Call 866-802-SDNB or visit SDNB.com. And be sure to tell them that Jerry sent you.
San Diego National Bank.
This is Jake Peavy for Collins Family Jewelers. I'm proud to say that I'm involved with a family-run store who has been serving San Diego for 30 years. Collins Family Jewelers supports many charities every year. Team Focus, Operation Homefront, the Red Cross, Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Awareness, local schools and charities, just to name a few. Once a year, I team up with Collins Family Jewelers to raise funds with an in-store autograph signing event. It is always amazing to see the turnout and generosity of people in support of such great causes. Visit Collins Family Jewelers today. They are centrally located between the 15 and and 805 freeways and at CollinsFamilyJewelers.com.
Terrence Smith.
Well, I put my hand upon your hip. When I dip, we dip.
Terrence Smith, weekdays noon to 3. Celebrating 40 years of Padres baseball. This is the home of the Padres. XX1090, XX1090.com.
Celebrating 40 years of Padres baseball. XX1090.
Padres trying to hang on here in a situation where normally you have your closer. He fell out there, but this is not normal. This is spring training. And so Edwin Marino will make his second appearance of the spring. This guy from Venezuela. Long time in the major leagues with the Texas Rangers. Then taken by the Phillies and then off waivers by the Padres. A long shot to make the club. We'll get his second appearance. He was out here against the Mariners on Thursday. 1 inning, 1 hit. A couple of strikeouts. Looked pretty good. Speaking of good, Greg Burke looked good with a 1-2-3-8. Fly ball, strikeout. So the Padres have led all day, being given 3 unearned runs. With Ryan Dempster out there, the starter, and 17-game winner for the Cubs a year ago. Barney. Scales. They got the top of the order here against the right-hander, Marino. Last year, AA San Antonio for 15 games. Promoted 45 games in Portland. A 2.95 in San Antonio. And Pacific Coast League, you're going to be higher. And he is at 4.35. But 4.35 for Portland. And the PCL is pretty darn good. Edwin, you got a chance here, man. You got a shot. Despite all these years in the minors. In there, a strike to the right hand, hitting Barney.
Those are good stories, too. The guys that persevere through all those minor league seasons and then have a chance to make a big league club. At least given the opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Right-hander coming over the top here. And this pitch is foul back. Quickly ahead, 0-2. Darwin Barney. From speaking of the Portland Beavers, he's born in Portland, living now in Beaverton, Oregon. He in Class A Daytona last year for the Cubbies. 0-2 pitch, just outside, very close on the fastball. Pretty good fastball too.
Good zip.
Yep, definite zipping. There was zipping.
We have zipping.
Yes, indeed. Barney, a 4th rounder of the Cubs in 07. The 1-2 got him. Oh, good change, riding in on the right-handed batter. Marino got some stuff. 1 away in the 9th.
He's not facing a Ramos Ramirez or Derek Lee, but boy, those are some quality pitches he just made there.
Yeah, this Cubs team is fresh out of Derek Lee, and Ramos Ramirez, and Alfonso Soriano today, and Mark DeRosa, and I can go on and on and on. When for Terrio, there wouldn't be any Cubs out there you'd ever heard of. And we thank you, Ryan Terrio. We thank you. Scales on the left side takes inside, ball 1. Also in the minor league department, I was checking the minor league system. Michael Brenly is a catcher for the Cubs, son of Bob Brenly, former Cub broadcaster now, and former World Series winning manager with the Diamondbacks and a major league career himself before that with the Giants and others. There's a strike to the left-handed batter, and it's 1-1.
Go figure. His son is a catcher.
Duh.
Out of UNLV.
Edwin Marino. Fastball, a little bit high.
Used to be times when Bob would rush home from whatever game it was and get the computer on and listen to the broadcast of his son playing.
I can understand.
Yeah.
Bobby Scales grounds 1 foul, first base side. Way foul. 2-1. Scales, another guy for a long time in the minor leagues. In fact, the Padres had him, as I recall, double checking. Yes. Signed him, it was his first club in 99. Then on to the Phillies, to Baltimore. Kept declaring minor league free agency, still looking for a place to work. Popped up. Out there on the grass is Cabrera. Cabrera, the shortstop, he'll make that catch. And the Padres are an out away from winning the ball game. And get this, not in 10, where they've had 2 ties and a win. And the 1 loss, the other day in Goodyear to the Indians, 5-3. The tie yesterday, had a chance to go 8.5 and go home clean. Way to go.
I like what Buddy Black had to say when he was asked in the paper if he gets a point for the 2 ties, like in the NHL.
Of course. Sam Fold. Pinch runner came in defensively, batting now for the first time. F-U-L-D Fold. That's what the Cubs did in the playoffs.
Yes, they did.
They fold. Got swept by the Dodgers. It was a definite El Foldo.
That's 2 straight sweeps. Arizona got them the year before.
That plays really well. Not too much angst, not too much hand-wringing and incredible anxiety in Chicago over that. Nah, in there, strike, and the right-hander Edwin Moreno with a chance to get the save right here. Jake Peavy, 3 innings, 1 lead single, and then 8 retired batters. The board looked, I mean, literally. That ain't a cliche. In mid-season form, 1-1 pitch. Ground ball on the right side. To his right, the backhand by Huffman, the first baseman. Underhand to Moreno on the very bag at first, and that is a well-played, crisp, well-pitched ball game by the San Diego Padres. That goes 3-1. Pitcher, first baseman covered. Huffman to Moreno, who gets it done here with a save and a 1-2-3 ninth inning. The Padres lead all day long in the first of 2 meetings with those Chicago Cubs. The West against the Central. 4-2 Padres the final. Back with the wrap here in Peoria, the XX 1090 and San Diego Padres Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Christina on the Saquon Entertainment Network, and I'm inviting you to San Diego's favorite vacation getaway, Saquon Casino. Right now, it's madness here, Mardi Gras madness, and it's your chance to win a share of $300,000 in cash and prizes.
It's Mardi Gras madness every Tuesday night at Saquon. Now through March 3rd, you could win up to $25,000 instantly or a Saturn Sky convertible. Club Saquon members get a free daily entry just for showing up. Earn additional entries using your Club Saquon card, playing your favorite slots, table games, and bingo. Your Club Saquon card is your passport to all the fun. Every Tuesday at 7, 8, and 9 p.m., 9 lucky Club Saquon members get a shot at the big money or a Saturn Sky convertible. Over $300,000 in cash and prizes. Don't miss it.
Join the Mardi Gras madness now through March 3rd at Saquon Casino, San Diego.